Hello, hello, and welcome in, everybody. Welcome in here. How you all doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello, Shino. It's good to see you today, buddy. I see you're still making good use out of the Wade emote. The longer... It's kind of funny. We haven't been back to the Fire Emblem... Well, the Fire Emblem game that contains Wade, yet he remains a steadfast emote to be used. I don't know, something about his stupid face, I think, still very much works, even if the direct game he's in no longer sticks around. But yeah, let me pop up on screen real quick. Boop. Hello, welcome in once more. So, today we got some linking to the pasting to do. I did find as well a fun strategy guide for us to use during the during the actual game itself. So, if I get stuck somewhere, the Internet Archive is such a useful website. A lot of very carefully plastered, I guess carefully saved is a better word for it. But a lot of carefully saved and archived images are up there. And Zelda Link to the Past Player's Guide is up there as well. I think that's kind of fun. I enjoyed doing that last time when we went through Final Fantasy 1 together. That was really cool, so I looked up another one, and wouldn't you know it, we're able to find another one here. I see you, Cat. Hello, Mr. Cat. I'm kind of lurking, but listening. How are you? I'm doing pretty well. Just getting back home and had to do a little bit of cleanup. Once again, I got to enjoy the treats of adulthood. Because as soon as I got back home, I had to go and unclog one of the drains. So that's always fun. They don't teach you about that when you're a kid. Everybody's always looking forward to growing up, getting your own place, and then it comes with it, but nothing but upkeep. But I know, besides that, it's been a pretty okay day. Nothing too crazy going on today in the old Can neck of the woods. Trying to think what I got up to yesterday. Oh, fun times. Oh, don't you know it, brother? Don't you know it? I'm sure there's plenty of little upkeep things you have to do around the house that you never thought about when you were just like, when you were a youngin' and just enjoying all of your summer vacation all to yourself. Ah, yes. Back in the days. Back in them good old days, I tell you. But yeah, Chad, I'm actually curious if any of you guys have played the new hotness that's kind of rolling around basically everywhere. Even like anime circles, the more normie-based group of Twitch users and all that jazz. It's the horse game. Well, what is it? It's like Umu Musume something or other. But it's the game where you race the anime girl horses. And I've been seeing that left, right, and center. Everywhere I look, somebody is playing the horse game or they're posting the horse girls. I tell you, the Camino Mimi, it's big business. It's some big business. Indeed, the drains are a big one. Yeah, there's a lot more house upkeep than you would even think. Even if you don't, own an entire piece of property, like you just rent or you live with family and you have a room or two to yourself. There's a lot more upkeep that goes on than maybe you would have thought of when you were a younger lad. Ah, the horse gotcha. Yes, the horse gotcha's got their claws, maybe hooves. Their hooves into a lot of people. Even Vinti. I mean, I saw the one guy who I think is probably the most normie adjacent Twitch streamer that's really big that I occasionally watch is Northern Lion. And even Northern Lion is playing the horse girl game. I guess, well, because I know of Northern Lion, I know that Ludwig is also, or at least was, playing the Horse Girl Gotcha game. And I think he's like one of the really big ones, yeah? I think he's one of the big Twitch stars, so to speak. I've always liked anime, like, adjacent things, so I've always kind of... It's not my first time seeing the Horse Girl game. I never played it because I really don't play gachas too often. There's a lot of fun games out there already. And typically, if I'm, like, out and about, I'm not home, I don't typically play a gacha game. Like, I'll read something or I'll watch something before I, like, play a game. Because that's what I like to do when I get back home, you know, kind of, like, kick up my feet and relax, so to speak. So gacha games never really got their claws too much into me. I think the closest thing that maybe ever got their claws into me just a little bit was Fire Emblem Heroes. Because I like tactics games, and Fire Emblem Hero plays in a very similar fashion to the actual Fire Emblem games. So it doesn't feel like you're playing an awkward, like, strange gacha, you know? It feels like you're playing a Fire Emblem game with a wide cast, like a wide net. Which is what I think they did something similar with, like, Fire Emblem Nokia Engage, I think. They just grabbed, like, a bunch of people from, or a bunch of characters from the other games and just put them into this one via, like, summons or some sort of equipment or something. I saw my brother playing it on and off, so I know that you can get my boy Hector in there, which is pretty sick. And so I assume you can get most of the big name characters in Engage, like just on your team or in spirit or whatnot. So with Fire Emblem, there's kind of a little bit of like, what would you call it? Groundwork for how a gacha game would work. So like I said, that one felt a little bit more natural. I tried because I'm a big Mana fan, chat. I like Legend of Mana, Secret of Mana, Sword of Mana. I don't think the Dawn of Mana one I did not like. And then Visions of Mana, I'm coming around to. It feels like Visions I've been replaying a little bit. It feels a little spammy. Like there's not as much concrete strategy. And it's also not as quick and to the point as combat is in, let's say, Secrets or Legends. I guess Legends is a better kind of goal to look at, because Legends is a much more, like, functional combat system. So it's not quite as quick as Legends. And it's not, like, the most complex thing in the world, even though there's, like, a lot of little, like, small bonuses you can add on to your character. So it's a weird mix, but it's not awful. It's not like losing me, but I don't think it's a very like great system. It's like serviceable is how I would categorize Vision's combat system, at least so far. Oh, more strategic kind of. Yeah, in Legends it's a little bit more strategic. You have a strong and you have a weak attack with all of your weapons, and there's like a dozen or so weapons, I think, weapon types, not just weapons in general. Like, you can use two-handed hammers, you can use a one-handed hammer, you can use lances, you can use flails, you can use gloves, arrows, etc. And so each one of those have a strong and a weak attack. And weak attacks can potentially stun your opponents if you use them in quick succession. Strong attacks, depending on the weapon, can kind of push back sometimes, if I remember right, and just do higher damage. And typically have longer range. And then on top of that, there's two special moves you can do, which are things like high jumping, double jumping, rolling, spinning, and that selection gets more and more in depth as you go on. Like, eventually, if you train, like, I don't remember the exact specifics, but let's say you trained, like, roll and jump. Like, you use the super jump option a lot, and you use the roll option a lot. They would combine into a new skill. And so you have 2 of those skills you can use, 2 different kind of weapon attacks. And then you had magic that you would custom make. And then you would have special skills based on, like, basically like limit breaks, you could think of them. And so the magic's all custom made, which is very neat. And all magic has, like, a radius that starts from the caster. And you have to get the enemy inside of your radius. And then when your enemy is inside of the radius, you let go of the magic button. And then if they'll get hit by said magic. So there's a lot in Legends, but it does, while I said a lot of things that you can do, but it does kind of boil down to just making really good magic and then getting a good weapon type or 2. So it's not as in-depth as it might sound. But there's a lot of learning to do in the game, and it's quite a fun experience, messing around, making your own magic, do whatever you want it to do, to a certain extent, of course. And it's funny because thinking of like how simple like Sword and Secret is in comparison to Legend. Like Secret of Mana, very simple game. Sword, I don't remember quite as well, but I don't think it was that complex. But like I said, I'm not 100% sure. Oh, but yeah, it's been like, funnily enough, as I've been doing, I think I told you guys earlier, I've been doing the interval, like, walking / jogging training, which has been good. It's nice feeling my, I guess you would call it endurance getting higher and higher as I do it more and more. And I would say it's also, what am I trying to say? I think I'm trying to say that there's a lot of bunnies outside as I've been walking around lately. Like, it's been Bunny City every time I go outside. I swear I've just ran into like 4, 5 like bunnies. I guess you would call them hares in the wild. Just like frolicking around in the greenery as I'm walking on by. Yeah, I remember. It's pretty good. I would definitely recommend it if you want to get some more exercise in and you're kind of delayed on, or not delayed, but rather that you are a little short on time. It helps a lot getting in your exercise in a shorter amount of time. Oh wow, was super delayed? I wonder what that seemingly has been happening more and more lately. I wonder why that is. I wonder if it's a Twitch thing, because I believe J-Man was also talking about that issue, though, as far as I could tell, nothing on my end should have changed. Yeah, wild boonies. Wild boonies indeed. The family has a couple of boonies already, and then I'm just walking around experiencing boonies no matter where I go. It's just boonie season. It's just that kind of boonie season. Boonie making is in the air. And then what else? I guess I've done I haven't watched much of it, but I've been checking out some of that, what's that really popular, I think it's Korean. That Korean power fantasy, solo leveling or something. I think that's the name of it. It's like solo leveling something or other. I've seen a little bit of that floating around. Like, I've seen some clips and some short sections of the actual show itself. It seems interesting. I don't quite know what to make of it. Squid Game. No. It's an anime. Sorry, I suppose I should clarify. It's the anime. It's like Solo Leveling, I think, is what the name of the anime is called. Solo Leveling something or other. Is it okay? It's just Solo Leveling. Gotcha. Yeah, I got one of my best friends super big into Solo Leveling, so I've been like occasionally looking at it here and there. I don't know. It seems like all right. I don't know. I do get kind of. I typically like my power fantasy stuff to be a slow burn, like a build up. Like, I wouldn't consider Overlord like a show that I consider like a power fantasy, because generally I don't really think of, like, I'm not putting myself in the main character's shoes in something like Overlord. And Overlord I would almost consider more of like a drama, I guess, not so much like an action show. There's a lot more about the intrigue of the world and of Ainz's position in the world is much more the focus of the show. Not so much like the sick action that occasionally happens here and there. So yeah, I like power fantasy to be a slow build. I like to see the characters come up from nothing. Yeah, build up to power. That's kind of how I like running my D&D games as well. I don't know, chat, if you guys have ever played like D&D or tabletop games, perhaps? But generally, I'm a dungeon master in those things. And a lot of the time, like a lot of my players, and most people, it's starting to get less popular, but chat, if you played tabletop games, you probably are experienced or you know a little bit about 5e. And generally 5e, which is the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons, is very much like a super, I would say almost a hardcore power fantasy system. The characters inside of them are very strong. You can make them to be like very special, unique, snowflake-esque individuals where nobody's really the same with their abilities. And so I find it a little bit of a struggle to like keep a ton of interest in those games, because I feel like tension is very important in tabletop games, chat. You want a really like tight experience when you're like in the mind of an adventurer, I feel like, at least. You don't want to know if you're going to make it out from that adventure. You want to think that danger and death could potentially be around every corner, and you want to feel like you're using your brain to solve the puzzles of the dungeon, and not so much just the abilities on your character sheet. Though the abilities there are there for you to use and to have fun with. But it shouldn't be the be-all, end-all, I think, is kind of the issue that a lot of people run into when they play those games. I've played like 2.5e. I haven't played 2.5e. I've played a bunch of old school Renaissance-esque systems, which are supposed to kind of capture the feel of like the first and the second editions of Dungeons and Dragons, where it's supposed to be a little bit more, I guess grimdark is a fine way to put it, chat. Like these old school Renaissance games are supposed to make you feel a little bit more endangered. Not everybody has a bunch of superpowers right off the go. Generally, especially at the lower levels in these systems, you kind of have to use everyday items to get your way through some dungeon work. And I like that a lot more than just usually using powers and whatnot. Usually homebrews I've played are built on 1E because of tension, indeed. Yeah, I feel like it's the... Like, I think power fantasy stuff, Cat, definitely has, like, a place to be. And that's why typically my favorite one of those is, I don't know if chat, if you guys have ever been into this scene and whatnot, but Dungeon Crawl Classic, I think is a really, really good system for people who want that tension, but they still want like magic and powers that they know of from like 5th edition. There's also Sword World, which is built on top of 1E, but worked around 6D dice. Interesting. Some regions, the other prisms are not as accessible. Huh. I've also... I'll get back in my DCC tangent in just a minute, but I've also heard that some of the Japanese rulebooks, systems, I guess you would call it, like of the original Dungeons & Dragons, are a bit different than what we have here in the States. I didn't watch the video, but one of the last D&D YouTubers I watched was talking about the Japanese rule set for D&D and how they kind of differ to certain extents, which I think is really interesting. I don't know why that would quite be the case, but it's a really interesting concept. Like, I wonder what changes they would make. I should watch the video at some point. I just haven't been super into Dungeons & Dragons for a little bit. But I would say I was talking about DCC for a minute, and the one cool thing about DCC and these old school systems is you still get the very like close encounters with death, but you still get to use magic a bunch. You get to use special sword attacks a whole bunch. Like if you're a thief and you hide against a wall, basically invisible. Really fun stuff. Like you're still very close to death at all times, but you get a bunch of abilities that you can use for like combat typically. So it still leaves that dungeon solving, problem solving skills into your brain. So I think it's a really good mix. Oh yes, has the artist of Record of Lodos War. I know exactly. Oh really? Do you watch? I think his name is Questing Beast. The YouTuber I'm thinking of, at least. He's definitely one of the better D&D YouTubers. I don't know, chat. There's a bunch of YouTubers in the hobbies I like. Like, you know, I like Magic the Gathering. I like video game stuff. I like D&D stuff. Basically, I'm a loser of all flavors. You got a flavor of loser, baby, I'm right there for it. But with that, you have to be very careful about the YouTubers you watch and the influencers you run across. Because a lot of them are trying to hawk their wares, I think, a lot of the time. So you really have to, like, kind of keep in mind, it's like, oh, can this person be trusted? What's their angle? Sort of deal. And Questing Beast has his own rule set. Like, he sells a rule set. But generally, I find him pretty agreeable. And he doesn't really, like, chill his own stuff too often. Pretty sure it popped in my Rekka. Fairly recent. Yep, that would probably be Questing Beast. Oh, that's cool, Kato. Tabletop loser, video game loser, anime loser. We cover almost all bases here. It's true. We got we have a wide range to cover here. Yeah, Retro Nickelodeon and Retro Cartoon Network. All the good stuff, man. All the good stuff. One aesthetic I really like as well, chat, is, I don't know if you guys were around for... Oh, that's right. We gotta switch up the music real quick. I had to be careful. Last time I picked one of these playlists, I got copyrights, not striked, but claimed for, like, I think it was like a Phil Collins bit of music inside of one of them. But yeah, one thing I really like, chat, I don't know if you guys were around for it back in the day, was public broadcasting. It's an aesthetic I really like, and a lot of analog horror kind of will get into it, will engage with it. But it's not something I see a lot, and it's a shame. I would like to see more of that, because I think it's a really cool aesthetic. We just don't see enough nowadays. Oof, sorry to hear that. It's okay. It's not too big of a deal, though I appreciate it, Kato. Truly, truly I do, my friend. But it's not too big of a deal, honestly. It's basically a VOD channel. I can just clip the small portion of it. So, it should be okay. Retro Adult Swim. Oh, you know what? Actually, Shino, that's a good... You know what? Now that you bring that up, Shino, that's a pretty fair point. Not that Adult Swim is retro. Maybe it is for you. I'm a little too old for Adult Swim to be considered retro. But I think Adult Swim is a very good modern example of a public broadcasting channel. If you guys really think about it, for those who know Adult Swim and have really remember watching it, especially in the early days of it, they were kind of like a public broadcasting network. Like, they had their shows, they had their block of time on a particular channel, and generally you felt a very, closer connection. It didn't feel like it was a corporate business thing, or something that was in the pockets of a bigger business. It felt like more like regular people hosting a block of television. Public broadcasting wasn't a thing over here much. I only know through U.S. secondhand knowledge. It was a really cool era, Kat. I'm younger than you think. Yeah, no, I don't mean to call you old, Shino, when I say that. What I mean is, I'm older, so when I think of Adult Swim, I don't think of it as retro, because that's kind of during my trying to think. I guess we'll just say teenage years, early adult years. Because when I think of retro, I think of my childhood stuff. Early early Adult Swim is pretty good. Yes, I agree quite a bit. The shows are still, I think their shows definitely have valleys of quality. Some Adult Swim shows were great in the beginning. Some of the Adult Swim shows in the beginning were bad. But it's that sort of almost punk attitude they had that is a little bit similar to what you would have seen in public broadcasting. Basically, public broadcasting is there was, from what I know about it, I'm not an expert, but basically a station in town or somewhere close to a town that people could either host their shows in, put their own private shows, and they would broadcast it to the surrounding region. Or you could send in programs to these places, which they would then show to the nearby town. So you got a lot of custom commercials. You got a lot of really weird shows and specials that just anybody could have put out. So it's very cool. It's a very I guess grassroots. I want to keep saying punk, but the attitude's not quite there. It's a very grassroots sort of feel to television. Actually, Letter said Space Ghost, after they stopped caring about guests, is very much public broadcasting. It's all ad-lib madness. It is. Space Ghost definitely, knowing that it's a little bit more ad-lib than you would think, really adds a lot to it, I think. Yeah, the Dawn is Your Enemy bump definitely scared me when I was sometimes I would wake up to that bumper, and it would freak me the fuck out. It's very good at being unnerving. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better, Shino. Still got a really bad cough though. Oh, that's too bad, buddy. Were you did you go through COVID or were you just had a nasty cold? I know I heard of other people getting COVID. Not that I've experienced it around my neck of the woods, but I do know it's kind of going around. Not really sure. Either way, I'm glad you're feeling better though. Even if you got that cough sticking around. Going to a doctor next week. Okay, good, good. Always good to get yourself checked out when possible. And of course, there's always urgent care if you feel like you gotta go somewhere relatively quick. It's definitely a nice little feature that a lot of places, at least around here, having an urgent care center is nice. They're like the midway between a doctor and an emergency room, basically. Like, you can go there for basically any reason, and it's not as serious as a hospital. But they'll get you a checkup pretty quick. Yeah, I have one near me. Good, good, good. I found myself using those more as I get older if I feel like, if I feel especially lousy and I don't, want to wait a whole month to get a doctor's visit. You just hit up the urgent care and they'll get you a checkout. Best they can, at least. All right, I'm going to run some ads real quick, chat, and then I think we're going to get to the game. I really want to start digging into the Zelda. Let me just run these real quick, and then we'll get going after they're finished. I've also really enjoyed Monkey Game as well. It's a very enjoyable time. We've been playing some real bangers lately, both with Monkey and Zelda. I still love I have all of our Busta Groove stuff. Busta Groove stuff still sitting around here. Especially the little figures that are sitting on top of the TV. Very charming. It's been very monkey. We've been very monkey centric, or at least monkey adjacent as of late. But I also get the urge every time I see Mega Man X music. I still get that urge to play more Mega Man X. I really do love that series more than I thought I would. Just running around with Zero and X, shooting some robots up, stealing some powers. I'm very funny. Like, what's a good way to put it? I'm very impressed by how much I ended up liking the Zelda game. Zelda games, the Mega Man X games, because I was never like the Mega Man guy. 3 ads is generous. Nice. Twitch let you off easy on this one, Shino. Understandable. Yeah, it's kind of surprising that I got so into Mega Man X, at least to me. I never thought it would happen to me. Was it Dear Abby? I never thought it would happen to me. Or what's that Dear something? I forgot the exact name of like the magazine or the mailing list. All right, let's get to. All right, you guys didn't get to see. Perfect. There it is. You guys didn't get to see the flash of rainbow colors, so you guys did not have to worry about epilepsy warning. I need the music for this. Yeah, the music's not going on right now. Give me a quick momento. Quick momento, por favor. That should be it. All right, now it should be pretty quiet, I think. Let me just get started here. We can see. Oh, I think this needs to be a little higher. And then I clicked the wrong game file. So let's reset that. There's no need to make Knack 3. I think we've made enough Knacks in our time. I don't think we need Knack 3. That reminds me, I'm glad they... Oh, we also have to switch over from just chatting. Or were we always in A Link to the Past? At this point, I thought I swapped this over. Very quiet. Okay, let me just get an Act 2 rolling here. Yeah, that looks pretty quiet. Let me turn that bad boy up. That should be a little better. Let me know if it needs to be a little louder, chat. All right, let's get our feet wet again. Monkey. Also, hello, penguin. Hello, hello. All right, I think this should be good volume-wise as well. Oh, it put us all the way back here. We were right in front of the dang old boss last time. Okay, there we go. Fashionably late. Surprised you're actually playing already. Yeah, you know, sometimes I just feel like getting started a little bit more. You know, sometimes gaming just feels like the correct choice. But I also got something cool for you, chat. Okay, I did not get Cyclopses. That was not my thing. Hold on a sec. Where is it? Not that. That's what I want to show you guys. Okay, that's it. There we go. And then... Oop. Perfect. All right, so now you guys can see. So this is this is the PDF of the Nintendo Link to the Past player guide. So we can actually use this as we're going through all of our dungeons to make our way through. And just like with the Final Fantasy 1, we can do a little page flippa and look through things as we're going about. Very cool stuff. Yeah, a player's guide. Like, we're really back. We have to use the tools of yesterday to make our way through. But funnily enough, I don't think we're going to need them right now. So I know where we need to go, and I am surprised it doesn't open us up at the dungeon. That I'm kind of shocked by. I know we stopped like right at the boss door. So I kind of figured that it would have at least like kept us in the dungeon. But that does not seem to be the case. So we got to make our way back over there. That boss was pretty tough last time, actually. Alright, he's actually a little less dangerous than the guard hiding in the grass. Guard hiding in the grass is a little bit faster than that guy. Which is kind of funny. A possessed skull being less dangerous than just a dude hiding in the grass is kind of funny. Yeah, Dark World bosses are a big spike in difficulty. Yeah, he was, I was actually quite shocked that he provided the challenge that he did. He had to actually do some dodging and some weaving. The fact that he only could be affected, at least at the beginning, with the hammer, also made things a little bit extra challenging. But it's cool. I don't really think of Zelda games as generally that difficult. So something that can kind of change that in my mind is neat, I think. Alright, so we gotta find our way through here. You would think that I could just walk through that grass, that little pathway. You think I could just sneak my way through, but apparently no. At least we have the sword beam for now. I think if I remember right, the sword is like double damage, and the sword beam is just half of that. So it's like regular damage. Yeah, and there's like little Some of these are like clear, and that's how we can walk through. And we got to make our way back to the right. Ba-da-ba-ba. I wonder what those things are supposed to be anyways. Those little... I guess we call them noodle head guys. These little suckers right over here. They kind of remind me of a Hydra from old Ragnarok Online days. If any of you guys ever played Ragnarok Online, that is. I don't know, that used to be a really popular MMO back in the day. I think it died pretty hard, though, if I remember right. Like, its popularity just kind of fell off the face of the earth. I think they tried to make, like, Ragnarok Online 2 or something called, like, Tree of Savior. But I don't think it took off very well, if at all, really. Which, you know, you gotta try, I suppose. See if you can get your once big cash cow back on the field. Alright, so we just need to go down a floor. We actually already have the boss key and everything else. Hopefully it's an easy pathway back there. I kind of assume it will be. Oh. No, at least these turtley guys, I don't even got to be anywhere close to hit them with that. Okay, and then... Hey, Yule! What's going on, buddy? What's going on? Love me some Link to the Past. Probably the game on the Super Nintendo to age the best. Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel like it's too out of whack, I would say. I want my shoes here, right? Oh, no, I can just charge anytime, right? Yeah. It definitely feels like this game plays pretty decently. Like, I don't think it's all that odd, all that, like you said, like, stuck in the past or anything. Despite, you know, that kind of being part of the idea. Alright, so we want to get up here. How do we open that gate? Do I just to kill all these dudes? Maybe. Okay, so it hit him. It hit him once. What? You know what? Fine. I'll just walk up here and kill you. I'll walk up the stairs. Pink-haired Link is an aesthetic. It's a cool choice. It's a cool choice. I do think they were probably trying to differentiate, make it so that people did not think that Zelda was Link. That would be my assumption for why we have the Zelda that we do. We gotta figure out how to get back to that guy. All these doors are closed. Do we have to... Alright, there we go. Ah, and I gotta push this thing here. Now what? Got off work a while ago, eating a couple snack wraps. Ah, you... Oh, man. Alright, I gotta do that all over again. You know what's really funny, Yule? Is I was actually tried one of the snack wraps myself when I was coming home. Because I love... Like, I'm a McDonald's kind of guy. McDonald's should definitely sponsor the stream at some point. But even if they don't, I'm still a big McDonald's boy at heart. And I had to try out the snack wraps because they were like such a good... They were such a tasty-ass treat back in the day. And they're actually gigantic. Like, I am shocked by how much food is in one of those snack wraps. Like, it's a surprising amount of grub. Same can... Yeah, it's... Well, what can we say? We're American through and through. It's just the American in us. Now, how the hell do I get... I need to open that door, I think, to the left of me. But I don't quite remember how. That's my one issue currently. Oh, maybe I can... Oh, okay, just pops it back over. Well, I'd say if I could hit them on their turtly underside with this thing, I feel like that should squash them pretty damn good. Alright, get the bow out. Yeah, the spicy one, they're pretty damn good. And yeah, definitely quite a bit of food for a snack. That's what I'm saying. I was shocked. I was like... Because I remember the snack wraps, I think, back in the day being pretty damn small. Like, they used to be, like, a legitimate snack. Like, you could get a couple and not be, like, full. But these suckers, man, they're big-ass things. I definitely ate too much when I got one of them. I grabbed that, like, a little sandwich and some fries, and that was, like, way too much. That was, like, way too much actual food. But it's good. It's like we're going back in time to a certain extent. We're going back to the aughts. We're getting all the good stuff. The goodies are returning. Are we in the Darkness Temple? Yes. We should. This is the first... I believe this is the first temple. Oh. Well, I definitely wanted hearts. Yeah, this guy is kind of hard to hit. You really need to get, like, in his face and hit him with this hammer. Helm Sword, good luck, Ken. Yeah, I wanted a quick run before I made a bet. Oof. Yeah, he's tough. Just also, it looks like Link has like a little helmet almost when he faints. All right, so we need to get some extra health or something. Is there a fairy fountain somewhere around here? That's my question. Also, can we get like a damn new tunic or something? We're getting like our ass kicked by every single monster around here. Link, we need to, like, hit... That guy he did 3 points of damage to me! Link needs to hit the gym, man. Also, why are we back here now? Definitely a better menu revival for McDanks than McRib. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Me, when a single hit takes half my health, I better go hit the gym. Oh, because we died outside the dungeon. Interesting. I did not know there was a difference maker on those. All right, Zelda. I see you, man. You got a little meat to your bones. Okay. All right. I guess the pink hair isn't just for show. You got a little meat to you. You got a little bite in you. I always thought the Zelda games were kind of like a little bit easy. Okay, let's see. Is there like... Let's look at our strategy guide real quick, chat. A fairy fountain. That's what we're looking for. A friendly fairy offer visit a chance in a cave just south of the Dark Palace Garden. So we really want to find this fairy thing, and it's right on the south of Dark Palace Gardens. Now, what is a Dark Palace Gardens? So this is the Dark Palace. Perfect. Okay, if you can see right here, chat. Get a 2-page view. Yeah, it's a little better. So, the Dark Palace. There's a fairy fountain right here. Perfect. All right. Thank you, Strategy Guide. See, this is why Strategy Guides truly are powerful tools. Powerful, powerful tools for us to use. Also, I really find it funny now, seeing how powerful these Goliaths are. They're like taking it easy on us by using bombs. Because the bombs, they only deal 1 point of damage. Running into the Goliath's giant-ass muscles, 3 hearts of damage. So they're actually taking it easy on us. Every engine, except for the fountain in Zelda 2 now. That respawns you at the entrance. Interesting. I was hoping to find enough hearts to get myself, like, full before we go to the fairy fountain, but we'll take what we can get. Just a dang bomb. Man, my whole countryside for a single heart. I think later games like Wind Waker and Skyward Sword are easier, but not so much the older games. I don't know about the handhelds. Yeah, I'm pretty, like... I would say pretty uninformed when it comes to Zelda stuff myself. I ain't a Zelda guy. I ain't the Zelda tuber. Oh my god, come on! He's just running through my blade. He's just flash stepping through it. The one thing is, I don't know why the Zelda games needed to include the screaming warning that we're at 0 hearts. I feel like most people would know if you're at, like, 0 hearts. Now, a fairy fountain here. Does that mean it's just her? She'll give us a full heal? Or is there actual fairies here? Okay, so I was hoping that there'd be a fairy that we could catch with our bug-catching net. When I saw a fairy fountain, that's what I thought it was. There's an item shop, at least. We can go to the item shop. Let me show you guys. So there's an item shop up here that we can go to. So I think that's where we're going to go off to. We'll go fill our pots up. We have a lot of money right now, so we might as well take that as an option. This is cool, though. I'm genuinely surprised that the game is making me think and, like, take the steps, too, to, like, actually get ready for the dungeon. I thought I would just clear it very simply. Ah, we can go for the... Oh, is there no fairies in the Dark World? Is that a thing in the Dark World? There's just no fairies? Don't. You can get Bottle 3, too, if you didn't get it. Interesting. Where's Bottle 3? Ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Under a bridge. Oh, is that the one under the Hyrule, in Light World? It's under the Hyrule Castle, right? I think we're trying to figure out how to get there. I think they're up, but I don't remember their location. But let's grab this for now. So now we'll have 2 bits of health. Alright, let's go back to the Light World. I think it's closer to the Eastern. Alright, so... I guess we can just, yeah, I don't have to play nice with these guys. I can just shoot them until they die. Okay, so it's under the Hyrule Bridge? Let's see. pull up our handy dandy strategy guide. So it's under the Hyrule Castle Bridge, right? Like this one. Oh, yeah. You can see my cursor. Like this one right here, or do you mean this one over here? No, southeast. Ah, so this one right here? Or is there another bridge to the southeast? That one. Okay, cool. Man, I'm glad I have this handy-dandy map that I can just point at. Alright, so we go down here, we get the last one. And then, is there a fairy spring in there? So then we can go and we can get that. Okay. So southeast is the way to go. Down there. Okay. It's cool. I'm glad there's so many like little secrets and things for you to find in this game. It's very cool. I can see why people like this one so much. But now the question remains, how the hell do we get in there? How do we get down? How do we get down in the depths? How do we get, how do we take a swim? I feel like we might have to go, like, eastward, perhaps? Let's see, let's take a look at the map. Yeah, I think okay, there we go. I think I can see it. So we keep going, like, southeastern past the bridge, and there looks like there's a little, like, thing that we can jump into the water. And then we take it back to the bridge. You piece of junk. Perish. Oh, he gave me my heart back. He's forgiven. His crimes are forgiven. Yes, alright. Perfect. Here we go. Ah, okay, so I need to do... Can I... I can't just teleport to and back from the worlds. I have to go back to my warp. Which is too bad. It'd be nice if I could just, like, click the button and just go from new to old, or from shadow to light, I suppose. Yeah, either you warp or on a map warp. Alright, come on, Zelda. Come on, Link, we can do it. I almost called him Zelda. Oh, wow, okay, so this is a whole thing. Yo, this dude's living his best life. Look at brother over here. Yo, Knack 2, you seem to be in a heap of trouble. This is all I can give you. Yo, what a cool ass dude. He gets right to the point. He's just chilling underneath his bridge. Living his best tax-free life. If only we could all be as cool as that gentleman. If only we could be. Honestly, that doesn't seem really comfortable, though. I bet you he gets, like, a really nice breeze. He's underneath, you know, he's got, like, a lot of shade. He's by the water. And you kind of have a little bit of privacy, like, doing that, too. You don't have a ton of privacy, but you definitely have some. I feel like it's a pretty sweet gig. Enter the former sacred realm ain't that easy, I guess. I suppose. It does make sense that it would not be that easy, but... but a man can always dream. Alright, so... And I think, looking back on our map here... There's a fairy spring right to the south of the bridge to Hyrule Castle. Yeah, it's like right to the east of the house. Okay. And I'm hyper delayed. What the fuck is up with my internet? Is it just because I'm not like sometimes I'm like in the middle of reading something, or because I might not be able to respond, you know, like lightning quick. I just hope it's not like you know, me responding a little slow and now you think your internet's messing up or something. But I know I mean, also J-Man has been talking about how it's been like a little delayed on his end occasionally too. So I don't know if it's like Twitch doing something. It might not be entirely your internet. Where is the fairy thing? Oh, don't tell me it's this right here. Oh wait, I can do this, right? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Alright, now we go fairy hunting. No, I see when my messages pop up. That's my cue of there's like 5 little... Jeez, Louise. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Now we've got 2 fairies. Test. I see a test. I know it should be like a couple seconds of delay, but mine isn't too delayed. It's just a couple seconds, right? I think I have it set as little of a delay as I can, but I still think there's like a couple seconds of delay. Like 2 seconds. Yeah, I think that's the typical. Man, that's wild. Why is there so much delay, I wonder, lately? ISP being shoddy. S6, I just know that J-Man was also getting some issues, so... It might also be, like, maybe, like, Twitch messing up a little bit on your end? I don't know. It's a damn shame either way. I like that we can pick up the big rock, but the group of small rocks, that's when Link has an issue. Alright, so... Oh, we're almost there. Okay, now we're going to have 2 fairies and a health pot. So I feel pretty confident that we should be able to take the boss out pretty efficiently now. Without much issue, I don't think. This game must be cool, too. I know, it's nothing I've ever tried before. The Pokemon randomizer is my first time doing anything like randomizer adjacent chat. But I know a lot of people like randomizers for this game. Do you have mushrooms? I don't think so. Oh, no, yeah, we do. Oh, does the witch back at home, does she want a mushroom? Okay, cool. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. Get your electric ass out of here. All right, Grandma Big Nose. I got just what you need, a delectable mushroom. Thank you, young man. Come back to the shop later for something good. Hee. How about if I come back right now? Nothing. Okay. Oh, maybe I have to do it in the Dark World? Because Dark World's in the future, right? Technically. I think, oh, it's just a screen transition. Okay. Oh. I don't want to throw out my ice magic. Magic mirror on the wall. Oh, it takes a couple IRL minutes. Really? That's funny. They're actually using their internal clock. Oh, no, okay, that's Ocarina of Time. Okay. Gotcha. Man, they put that little green dude in just the perfect position. I don't think we did a screen transition, but I don't think... Oh, what's this? Magic powder. Try to sprinkle it on enemies and many other things. Interesting. Use it on the blob guy. Alright. Your days are numbered, Blobman. What the fuck? He just changed colors. Oh my god, his lips stay. That is so Japanese. I have no... It almost reminded me of a Mr. Potato Head. Oh, you could talk to it? Alright, let's do that again then. You know what? I guess I should have thought about talking to the Mr. Potato Head. That's one of Mr. Potato Head's big features, I think. Hold on a sec. We gotta see what happens to the skull. Oh, he just turns into a turnip as well, I guess? Not exactly what I was expecting. Wow, wow, wow. Tra-la-la. Look for sarsaparilla. Oh yeah, you found sarsaparilla. Good job, Lala. Good job indeed, Lala. Great job, Lala. The German version of Zelda. Its name is... Okay, it's named Kookman, right? Not Cuckman? You said it was super lewd, and it looks... That just looks very close to the name of Cuck, so I was like, is it Cuckman or Kookman? Like a cucumber? Either way, pretty funny. Did not expect that. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. I'll say, I didn't think Nintendo was that ahead of the times. It'd be pretty impressive, though. He says, not without a condom? What the fuck? What kind of sicko games are these Germans playing, man? And give me juice, I'll give you mine. What the fuck? What the fuck? What are those crazy-ass Germans up to, man? Those Germans are acting wild. Somebody needs to stop them. At least there's a fairy place we can go get a full heal at. I'm proud this game promotes safe sex, but why in a children's game? That's the part that gets me. Why are we talking about condoms in a Legend of Zelda game? Like, this was even before, adults played video games a lot. You know, like, I feel like back in those days, adults playing games, it wasn't quite as common, so you really couldn't make the cover story that it was for, like, the adults to kind of get a nod and a wink to. Alright, where the heck... Let's see, let me just pull back up my Palace Grounds map here. Yeah, so it's not... Yeah, okay, so we go around there, and then the fairy temple is, like, right outside here. Okay. Also, hello, Munich. Welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. It is good to see you. How's your afternoon going? Oh, thank God. If there's one mod I would want for this game, it would be to get rid of that sound effect. I feel like that must be a common mod. Like, I cannot be the only one who wants to get rid of that horrendously pinging, loud, painful beep, beep, beep. Like, I get it. It's a useful indicator. But it loses its utility after minutes. I've never found that to be super useful in any game I've played, though. What about you guys, chat? Do you typically like... Do you find it useful? I shouldn't say if you like it. I don't think most people would like it. Maybe somebody would find it useful. I think it's more likely / possible. The Fourth Reich is all about safe sex, you know? At least they got something. At least they got something right going on, you know? At least they're doing something right over there. Okay, so it's just all up. I mean, sensory overload. Some people hate it in Pokemon Black and White, too. There's other options like screen darkening, reddening to get the message. Yeah, I think the reddening is a good way to put it. I think that makes a lot more sense, Penguin. Yeah, I don't mind so much in the Pokemon Black and White because the music changes. So it feels like a lot more intense. So I think that's way cooler. They, you know, they add a little bit more to it than just like a loud beeping noise. Like, yeah, like the screen edges going like, you know, maybe slowly glowing red would be a cool way to show that we're low on health. Or maybe the corners getting darkened a little bit. You know, something that's like tolerable is the way I would put it. I'm glad there's no, like, actual magic cost for the magic hammer. That would make it quite a challenge to use, I feel like. Alright, now we also know a quick way to get back to the boss, so this makes this all a lot easier to deal with. Oh, I gotta trick these idiots, though. Just keep throwing out beams. They can handle the beam sword. I wonder, was Zelda influenced by Star Wars with the beam sword? Or was it Star Wars that was influenced by Zelda? Or was it just a common trope for there to be like a beam sword sort of deal? Because they were around during the same era. Not during, like, the exact same era, but you know what I mean. Star Wars is older than Zelda. Okay, maybe it was Zelda that was influenced then. I don't know, it seems like such a... When I see it, I can't help but think of the lightsaber. So I wonder if it was done intentionally or just happened to be a funny coincidence. It was influenced by Star Wars. And then everything is, even JoJo's. I had to dodge that thing. Oh, okay, I can just stick it here. So what's the, is there like an overt Star Wars reference in the JoJo's? I'm sure there is. I just can't really think of one off the top of my head. Maybe Joseph finding Lisa like hot, even though Lisa ends up being his mother or something? I forgot how exactly it went. That's kind of the Luke Leia sort of deal. As far as I know, the only Japanese video game directly influenced by... Oh, damn it. By Star Wars was Shin Megami Tensei 4. I feel like Final Fantasy 12 was also, like, super... Okay, just camping the door, huh? I feel like Final Fantasy 12 was also very clearly influenced by Star Wars. They had those ships, and I mean, I feel like it was just like kind of a Star Wars-y world that they were in. I don't know, to me it just felt like it was very clearly like Star Wars adjacent. Man, these guys don't drop enough damn hearts. They just want to keep dropping money. And I got enough damn money. Baltier is Han and Fran is sexy Chewbacca. That's really good. Fran being sexy Chewbacca is very funny. Like, finally. We've all been waiting for Chewbacca to be sexy, and Fran finally covers those bases. All right, chat. I'm gonna throw in a quick little gamble. See if we feel like gambling tonight. If you don't feel like it, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna put Will I Die to the boss. This time, we're not going to ignore fairies. Actually, you know what? We will still ignore fairies, because I have a red potion bottle. So if I use a fairy, that still means I died to the boss, quote-unquote, for the purposes of our bet. Speaking of ships, that airship battle in Super Smash Bros. Brawl emissary looked like a lot like a Death Star battle. Man, it's been a long time since I've played Brawl. So I don't even recognize... I can't even think of what that area looks like off the top of my head. I'm kind of surprised I ended up buying Brawl. I think I was like, oh, you know, I bought a lot of these other Super Smash Bros. Games. I might as well buy Brawl just to see, you know, if the people, my friends group wanted to get into it. Nobody ever really did, and I remember their single-player thing being, like, okayly decent. Like, kept my attention for a little bit of time, but Brawl just kind of ended up sitting around, not doing not much but collecting dust. Back in the day, everybody was super into doing, like, not tournaments, but people liked... People still like to, like, play those games. Man, those fireballs are fucked, man. They got a lot of delay, and they got a lot of range. Okay, I can get him this time. Jeez, man. This part's so fucked up. The fact that he's like such a big fucking enemy. He does the good old Mega Man trick of just the boss throws his body at you and there's not a whole lot of counter strategy to it. Alright, hold on a sec. Okay, I think we got this without the fairies this time around. I think we got this. Nice! Hell yeah! Didn't even need the fairies this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're too kind. You're too kind. Not too shabby. Wow. I didn't even need to get the fairies or the third bottle. Oh, they do a lot of damage. Okay, cool. I thought maybe because he had that glowing weak point in his head, I was like, okay, maybe arrows work well. Knack 2, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of that evil monster. Thank you. This world used to be the Golden Land where the Triforce was hidden. But because Ganon, the boss of thieves... Ooh, the boss of thieves. That's a cool title. Wished the world was transformed. I'm sure he's intending to conquer even our light world after building his power here. He is trying to open a larger gate between worlds, near the castle using our powers. But the gate is not open completely yet. If we 7 maidens come together, we can break the barrier around Ganon's hiding place. I will tell you where the other girls are held. I believe you will destroy Ganon. I will return to my original form at that time. Do you understand? Yeah, I don't know what her original form is. Oh, it's probably the girl inside the crystal. I was like... Okay, because currently her form is the crystal. Her original form is probably the girl inside the crystal. Duh. May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. I want to say silver one-shot. Wow, really? Is it... Can you really only get silver? Oh, cool. It even puts us in order? Oh, that's so kind. Hell yeah, I love that. We easily know exactly where to go next. That's fantastic. She's actually dead. Oh, but censorship. Interesting. I thought maybe she would just turn back into her human form. But I guess that was the intention of the censors, I would believe. I fell for the censors' trap. You dumb ogre piece of shit. Just perish. God, how did that guy have 8 bombs left? He was throwing them left, right, and center, but brother was like, hold on a second. I got 8 more bombs left in me. I can do this all night. Numbers are merely a suggestion. You can do a couple out of order. Hell, 5 can be done last. Interesting. Which one do you think I should do? Are there any recommendations for which one you'd like to see next? Otherwise, I'll go to 2. But if they can be done in any order, and you'd like to see a particular one done, feel free to let me know before I get to 2, and I'll be happy to do it. Maybe she needs a fairy? I feel like a fairy should at least alleviate some of the issue, no? Also, I wonder if the magic powder, can it be used on anything besides... Is it just a joke item, you think, chat? Or is the powder actually used for something? I feel like it might just be a joke item. Oh, it's necessary for an item. Huh. Oh, the numbers of difficulty levels. Oh! That's interesting. Can we do 5? Can we do 5 right now? We're right next to it. But I assume we might need to... No, not yet. Okay. I'm going to do them in the numbered order then, because I'm sure some probably need certain items. Dungeon 4 gates a lot of content. Okay. That does make sense. Might as well just do them in order, I suppose. I suppose. What do we bop into the ground here? What are these like little nipple things we're making? Wow, Dark World, why does your land get to have 9 nipples? I only get to have 2. That's fucked up. The bomb shop. Did we get upgraded bombs or something? I suggest swamp before ice. Which one's ice? I'm assuming that number 2 is swamp, no? Ice is 5. Okay. 2 is swamp. Okay. Ooh, the ice dungeon. Cool. 100 rubies for 30 bombs. 30 bombs for just 100 rubies. Please buy them, mister. Oh, well, I actually... Glad Munich, you saw you post. Here, I will cash out the prediction for you. Even though I don't think... it was just you. And you believed properly. Look at you, Munich. You actually believed properly. You didn't get to win anything. But you know what? I noticed your belief. At the very least. 9 is Misery Mire. Is that really the name of it? What a Banjo-Kazooie ass name. Misery Mire. I swear, what are we gonna find? Like a bunch of jiggy pieces in there? You can't tell me I'm wrong. Misery Mire 100% sounds like a Banjo-Kazooie. A Banjo-Kazooie title. Misery Mire will make... First, we'll make Ice Temple smoother. Is there anything that gates off Misery Mire? Do we need to do any other dungeons before Misery Mire? Number 6. It looks like it might be gated off by something. Yeah. So, just 4. Okay, so let's do 4. Let's do 2. Then we'll do 4. And then we'll do 6. So I'm already at 2. So let's do 2 first, then we'll go to 4. Ooh, I wonder what gimmick this dungeon will have. Knack 2, it is I, Sassafras. Objects exist simultaneously in both worlds with similar shapes. If the form of a thing changes, it will affect the shape of its twin in the other world. So I have to do something in the other world here, and then I can return, I assume. Great, you mentioned swamp. Now I gotta look up that Shrek YouTube poop in Spanish. The Shrek YouTube poop in Spanish. How big is that YouTube poop? To be so instrumental that you immediately think of it. It must be a pretty big YouTube poop. Ooh, can I use these inside here? Oh, I can. Oh no, but it brings me back to the beginning of the dungeon. Okay. So I guess I have to do something in the outside world first. It said it talked about doing something in the other world first. Form of a thing changes, it'll affect the shape of its twin in the other world. So something here has to change. So let's go back to the light world. Let's go back to the past. We're not going to play the shitty games that suck ass. We're just going to go back. Is there anything else to do here? I mean, I can take out my strategy guide if I get a little lost. I don't think there's anywhere I can go in here. At least it doesn't feel like it. Not with this chest in the way. Yeah, because there's no way I can do anything else with that, right? Like, that's just locked off because of the chest. Oh, no, I can do this. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, it took me a second. I was like, wait a sec. That can't be right. Okay, not snakes this time, just bombs instead. Alright, there we go. Okay, I got it. I almost got beaten by a puzzle meant for children. Which I don't even know if that's all that shocking at this point, to be quite honest with you guys. The puzzle for children almost stumped me again. Who could have seen such tragedy incoming? Okay, so now there should be water flowing through here. Yes, okay, now we're in business. Boom, 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 boom. I wonder if there's a lot of that in this dungeon, or if it's just a one-off thing. Because we can't, as far as I can tell, we can't change, we can't, like go to a different world once we're inside the dungeon. That was pretty properly embarrassing that I could not that children's puzzle almost stumped me for a second. Well, definitely stumped me for more than a second is the embarrassing part. The map. I feel like Dora the Explorer would be so proud of me. Alright, I'm trying to try and magic powder this thing. Remembering right that Ocarina has a dungeon you do as a kid and an adult? Maybe? You're asking, unfortunately, you're asking the, it sound, oh my god. That little bug boy, he went fucking flying. Unfortunately, you're asking the wrong gentleman. I'm sure that other Zelda heads would probably know. But I am, unfortunately, not a Zelda head. Oh, it shoots every time I attack. Ah, okay. It sounds like that. That sounds like something that a Zelda game would have, though. Just gonna try and push all these blocks. Just in case one of these move. Ah, even my charge does it. Cool. Interessante. Shadow and Spirit. Man, I tell you, chat, it has been a drastically long time since I have played Ocarina of Time. I remember, like, almost nothing out of that game. Like, genuinely, like, I don't even remember what the Spirit Temple looks like. I think the Shadow Temple is, like, attached to, like, the windmill, I think. I don't even know if that's right. The Water Temple is super fun. I do remember that everybody hates the Water Temple. That much I know via osmosis. The wall next to the windmill, but yeah. Okay. What kind of secret is this? Why did we even blast this wall? Why did we blast this wall open? There's nothing over here. Ain't a key, ain't a fairy, ain't nothing? Just making me waste my dang old bombs. The wall next to the windmill. Oh, okay. That's so weird. Why is the Shadow Temple connected to the windmill? Shouldn't it be Shouldn't it be the Wind Temple connection? Is there a Wind Temple? I was thinking like windmill, Wind Temple. That makes the most sense to me. Ah, that's right. We need to find the big key. At least it's pretty easy. Once we find the big key, it's going to be probably pretty easy to get the treasure, at least. Let's see. This way? Die. Alright, now we just got to loop around. Alright. I see you. Child Link was added to the final years of development. That's why only Shadow and Spirit use. Wow, really? So do you mean like all of Young Link's stuff wasn't added into like kind of the end cat? But the game wasn't originally going to start you off as Young Link? Windmill has a hydraulic system that drains the well. Oh, so it's at the bottom of a well. Okay. Water Temple is easier than Age's Jabu Jabu IMO. Really? I mean, I'm not against trying Ocarina of Time. It's been... God, it's... I could almost probably put it as a first playthrough, to be quite frank, for how little I remember of Ocarina of Time. I definitely played it as a child, but I don't remember much past the Young Link sections. Yeah, adult Link was the only Link for most of... Wow! Huh. That's super crazy. I would never have thought that. If that's the case, they did a really good job of... how do I want to put this? Like, the child sections at the beginning felt so natural. Like, they felt like there was a lot of time and effort put into it. So I'm very shocked that was added in later. Yo, brother, chill, man. Chill. Guy's having himself a little freak out. Decided because Koizumi thought a child fighting in 3D would be too hard and kind of dumb due to the height differences. Huh. Adult Link is just 17, really? He's supposed to be that young of a fellow? I think it's like one of the few times that I would say an anime-esque character, you know, Zelda to like a video game isn't an anime, but you know what I mean when I say like an anime-esque character looks older than what his implied age would be. God, that poor little I actually feel bad for that spike ball. I'm glad I could free him. Okay, there we go. I said try pushing both edges, but... Very interesting how Malon and Link are 27 Hero of Law mod. I kind of like that. That feels more like what his age should be. Like, Link feels like a whole-ass adult. He does not sound, look, or like... I don't know. I never thought of teenager when I thought of it, you know, like adult Link. Miyamoto agreed, but one day arrived to the office saying, I had a dream of a cute child Link with plump cheeks running around the field at him. The power you wield when you're a big shot. You can just say, oh, I had a dream. Add it in. And what are they supposed to say? No? I think adult... Ooh, I ran right into that. Adult is used to not child. Yeah, I agree. Older Link doesn't sound quite as catchy. 100% agree. But I don't know, Link himself, like the adult Link character, doesn't look very teenager-esque, I suppose. Gotta change this. I messed up that puzzle. He always looked like a young adult. I always thought he was like in his early 20s as a kid. I still thought he was until just moments ago, actually. Miyamoto had so much power, he took away DK's guns. It's like, no, you will not have gun, Donkey Kong. I think Rareware wanted the Kongs to use real guns. I do think the fruit guns are a cute touch, at least. Genuinely. I don't even think that's a bad change. Personally, I think the fruit guns are very cute. And Donkey Kong is not like, I feel like an adult game. You know, like, I feel like they're doing just fine. Where the hell am I gonna fall then? So is there a treasure down here? Oh no, the yellow thing is the door. Okay. The yellow things can be treasures or doors. Okay. To be fair, I believe adult Link is adult for medieval standards. Okay. Thanks, game. What I really needed when I have 464 rubies and literally nothing to spend them on is I need like 20 more. How did you know? How did you know? Reminds me of those comments on Link X Tetra AMVs. They were talking about how teenagers in medieval days would get married so soon. And I'm glad we're not in those times. I feel like people are taking... I don't know. I've watched and engaged in a lot of, like, Japanese media, like anime, video games, yada yada. I think you just need to not take that shit so seriously. Huh. Okay, so I need to lower... Not you, Munich, as in you, but people, like... They're just characters. They're just cartoon characters. I don't think people need to get so bent out of shape about the age ranges, I guess, is the way I'm putting it. Unless it's something, like, truly vile. I think most times you don't gotta worry too much. Where the hell? Okay, so I need to hit this. There you go. We'll make it so it's not so painful for the guy. Oh, what? I can't get out of here now? Oh, no, I can get out here this way. Okay. Damn, it's a lot of work around here just to get to remember to hit this one switch. Gotta do a whole lot of walking around here. The realistic guns were apparently placeholder, but showed Miyamoto too early and we're like, oh no. But instead of being mad, Miyamoto grabbed paper and drew the coconut gun on the spot. That is, oh man, Miyamoto, what a fucking genius. The coconut gun works so well. Like, the guns are a super fun idea, but I do agree, like, there's no, you know, DK with a realistic gun, I think would be kind of stupid, to be honest. At least in my mind. I don't think that's a really interesting design. So I'm glad we got the design we ended up getting. I think the guns were like taking a mechanic they learned from GoldenEye and using it for DK. Yeah, I mean, GoldenEye was a huge hit, at least, well, how should I put it? It was a huge hit cult-wise. I don't know if it was a huge hit for Nintendo, as in, like, you know, it scored them a million bajillion V-Bucks or something. I know that everybody that I knew back in the day loved GoldenEye, even people who didn't play FPS games. GoldenEye was almost more like a party game that just happened to be a first-person shooter. So it makes sense they want to take that success and just kind of, you know, apply it to their other games, because obviously they learned some good lessons out of it. Also, what is with Link's... Can we talk about Link's swimming formation real quick? Why is bro, like, eating the water to swim forward? Like, he's just opening his mouth, no? He opens his mouth so prominently, I almost forget that he's also moving his hands at the same time. So, to me, it just kind of looks like he's opening his mouth and eating water, and that's how he's propelling himself forward. Man, enemies drop too much money. Boing. Boing. This is the hook shot. It extends and contracts and boing. You can grapple many things. Why is it saying boing all the time? What's with the boing? So I guess this can get us over ledges and whatnot. Also, I agree with Can getting bent over drawing when something is just... Yeah, when it's just silly shipping. Like, I understand sometimes if it's, like, really gross, people can get a little skeeved out. But I mean, most times, I feel like it's pretty harmless. Because that's what the hookshot does. Does it have a boing sound effect? I don't know, that doesn't sound very boingy to me. Did we miss a chest somewhere? Maybe it's on the first floor? We must have missed a chest on the first floor. So I don't think there's anything here that we missed. Oh, I guess there is... Oh my god. I guess there could be something over here. Oh, at least it's a heart. Did the heart not count? Or did I get... I must have been hit for 2 points of damage. Yes, video game. Thank you for informing me that I'm at low health. I would never have known otherwise. Oh, okay, there it is. Why does everything in this dungeon deal 2 damage to you? Oh, well, thank you, little lady. Oh, it's not a full heal. That's surprising. Oh, now I have to leave and come back because I destroyed all the whoopsie-doopsie. I'm just a bit of a goofy guy. I might have broken all of the barrels. Or, I guess, the pots, in this case. Oh, alright, fine. Die this way. You know what? I have no idea, chat, why I just thought about it, but I just had this weird premonition of, like, whose line is it anyways? And I don't know why, but something... I don't know why the red jellyfish made me think of whose line is it anyways, but I swear I had the biggest, like, all of a sudden, like, Can. I'm getting, like, messages from beyond the grave. Like, Can, bring up whose line is it anyways? Like, huh? I look around, in a daze, in a panic. Who's telling me this? I like where you're coming from, whoever this is. But why? I'll have to say, chat, whose line is it anyways pretty good. It's a pretty good show. You guys should... You know, actually... Oh, hold on, dude. There is an online... That's really funny. In the right light, the jellyfish could look like Colin Mockery. That's funny. Poor fucking Colin Mockery. That's what that man gets for being. That's what that man gets for being bald. Anything circular related just becomes immediately connected to him. That's that's really funny, Penguin. See, Zelda. Wonder which Zelda games. Always wonder which games link it with Zelda and does not. Oh, okay. So these are the ones that Link and Zelda get together in. Because all Links are like different continuities or something, right? Or like most Links are different continuities, right? Okay, so we need to get over there. If you're going bald and successfully must embrace the bald. I think that, I mean, it does help when you're not like, you know, if you're going, but you might as well just go for it, you know? Like Northern Lion also, he goes 100% into the bald, and it helps, it works for him. Okay, so how the hell do we unlock this one? Oh, maybe, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm thinking too simple. Rather, I'm not thinking simple enough. This button probably opens both of them. But I think I was gonna... Well, I said Penguin's thing is really funny, but I think... Aha! Yes, it was! That's what it is. But there is a... online thingy-mabob. I guess you could call it like a streaming thing. But the idea is... I think it's called like Gabble, Yabble, Babble, something... I don't think Babble. But some name like that, where you and your chat, like, I think it's for streamers mostly. You and your chat can watch an episode of, like, Whose Line Is It Anyways, Price is Right, Deal or No Deal. And then the video freezes at certain parts of the show. And then you and the chat can, like, make bets on who's going to win a certain portion of the game. Like, who's going to get the most laughs? Like, are they going to take the deal? I think one of them's like a dating game, and you and the chat get to vote on which person the person on the dating game is going to pick. Stuff like that. It's a really fun little idea. I like seeing that more of that stuff is kind of becoming more and more, like, available for people. Because it's a super fun idea, like... It's just the concept of, you know, it's not like brand new or nothing. Just getting your buddies together and like sitting together in a room and trying to predict how a game show goes. But it's really cool. I think it's really neat. I like seeing it. Also, is there like a... Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Okay, this little fucker. How is he allowed to fucking guard the stairs like that? I feel like he's cheating, chat. Team Sucker Punch tried to make Cole from Infamous 2 go from bald to full head of hair. That was rejected. Yeah, that is a little odd. If you have a bald character, and then all of a sudden the next episode or the next game they have a full head of hair, I feel like you're gonna, your bald players are gonna feel like, man, I feel betrayed. This was my guy. This was my character. And look what they did to my boy. Okay, you know what? How about some of this? Okay, good. That works. I was like, damn, does anything get through these guys? I'm glad that magic does it at least. Boy, that Quake medallion. Very useful. Link from Zelda 2 must have been out for blood with the piles of bodies he was laying down. Oh, is that the game where you get into like the little random battles almost? Okay, alright, that's it, fine. You want some more magic? I feel like I haven't explored all of this dungeon, but I feel like we're at the final boss. No, I guess we have explored the whole dungeon. Huh. This one is a lot faster than the others. Alright, well, let's get the hook shot in. Oh, I think I remember it. It's like the cotton candy guy. This guy seems easier, at least. Yeah, I remember this guy a little bit. I remember, like, a ton of him, but I remember his, like, cotton candy-esque attacks. Goodness gracious. You missed one attack on this guy. I mean, he looks like he has got little cheese puffs. Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay. He just starts spinning around like a madman? Alright, alright. Zelda 2 plot is hardcore. The Demon Clan want to kill him to sprinkle his blood on Ganon's ashes to revive him. Wow. That's the plot line? Okay. Seems not too bad. Trying to hit him with the bow and arrow. I feel like the bow probably deals a lot of damage. Okay, then he just lands on you. Okay. Okay, the first boss was pretty tough, but this guy, much simpler. Meanwhile, Link got to conquer 7 temples. So he's also conquering a bunch of, like, 7 temples in Zelda 2? Is that just a common motif of, like, the 7 temples and whatnot? Knack 2. Because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monster. Thank you! The Triforce will grant the wishes of whoever touches it as long as that person lives. That is why it was hidden in the Golden Land. Only a select few know of its location. But at some point, that knowledge was lost. The person who rediscovered the Golden Land was Ganondorf, the evil thief. The King of Thieves, which is once again a very sick title. Luckily, he couldn't figure out how to return to the Light World. Well, remember that you have magical powers, which only the hero can make the most of. There are some other magical warping points, like the one you saw on Death Mountain. By using them, you can go between the 2 worlds and find the evils hidden in the Dark World. You are the only one who can destroy Ganondorf, the thief. No, Ganon, the evil King of Darkness. I understand. May the way of the hero lead you to the Triforce. Boop-bink. Yeah, the temples are a challenge to claim the throne, the Triforce of Courage to wake up Zelda. The guards of this temple are not Demon Clan, but equally want Link dead. So are the Triforce pieces always like, super powerful magical MacGuffins, basically? Like this one said that basically with the Triforce you can do anything you want. Is that a pretty consistent thing throughout all of these? Alright, let's go back. We gotta go collect some more fairies. And then I guess we'll go take on Dungeon 4. They are the very essence of the gods. And so are there like 3 main gods in the Zelda series? Or are there just... Or are these the gods that interact with the human world? You know, there might be gods that don't particularly care for humans, like for the... I guess the Gerudo are just, like, they're not like their own race, right? They're just... Or rather, they're not their own species, right? They're just a race of humans. So maybe like for the Zoros and the Kakori, the elves, and the little plant people, they have their... Maybe everybody has their own god. Wish upon it can do almost anything, even rewriting events. The main three plus Hylia, but there are more who do interact more directly. Ah, so there's like a basic, not a basic, but there's like a full-on pantheon of Zelda gods. Man, it's great. I love knowing that there's a little fairy spot right here. This is sick nasty, dude. Man, this strategy guide's so fucking good, dude. Now this is the way you gotta play games. No looking up online guides anymore. All my homies hate online guides. We look up Nintendo Power magazines. That's how we figure things out around here. Gerudo are their own race. They traded in. So they're still a race of human, or are they not considered human? I guess is my question there. So, you know, there's different races of human, but we're still all humans. Are the Gerudo like just a different species, or are they just a race of human? Wind Waker has 2 wind gods who directly help, for example. Huh. And those are considered canon for the other games? Oh, chat. Ads are about to hit. I'm going to take a quick little break here while they play. So give me like... I probably won't be gone for the whole length of the ads. Give me like 2 minutes and I'll be back. I'm just going to walk around, get something to drink real quick. Then we'll be back to play some more. So give me a quick minute. All right. We are back. Let's see. So, let's head to Dungeon 4 then. interesting spot. Kind of in the middle of nowhere, it almost looks like. I didn't like the word Djinn for Egypt. I always thought the Gerudo were pretty cool. I'm surprised we never had a Gerudo Link. Because Link, has Link always been a human? I was about to say, he was a Kakori, like those little elf boys, but he was a fake elf boy. He wasn't a real elf boy. So we've always had human Links, right? We've never had like a Link that's a different species. That'd be kind of cool to have like a different, occasionally to have a different kind of Link. Ooh. What does he have in his hands? Is that like a little drum set? Well, howdy, Lightworlder. You look like a straight shooter. Wanna try your skill in my shooting gallery? I'll give you 5 shots for 20 rubies. If you're sharp as I think you are, you stand to rake in the rubies. Alright, why not? Do I have to pull out my bow for this? Nice. For this. Oh, he really lets you take your time, huh? Kind of a... This is a more chill challenge than I thought it would be. Yeah, okay, I thought I was done here. Yeah, I mean, why not? This is just like fucking money making, dude. I say that and I immediately miss my shot. Holy moly, man. It's a little bit of patience. Okay, that one feels a little cheating. That one also feels a little cheaty. Alright, give me one more. Alright, I gotta... Hold on, chat. I gotta lock in here for a minute. I gotta focus. Damn it. Nobody likes for Feyre Millhouse. Oh, you need to shoot him in a row. Okay, so that's how you can lose money in this. Damn it! Do you get something for hitting 5 in a row? Or is it just rubies? Just money? Okay, I'm gonna try just one more time then. Well, money and bragging rights, I guess. Whew, that shouldn't have counted. Nice, 64. Alright, there we go. Deco Link would be a nice protagonist for the Legend of Zelda. I feel like it would be cool. So the Desert Colossus, the statue that houses the Spirit Temple, is supposed to be Din. The final Ocarina of Time rooted because Nintendo of America told Japan the story is uncomfortable. But its early plot was a holy war in which Garuda and Hylian see each other as heathens. Oh, that would have been kind of cool. I guess I can see why it didn't fly. It's a little bit... I don't know, not like really a bit, but... Oh, can I... How do we get over there, chat? Is there a warp point inside the town we need to go seek? Because we can't go through there without the new gloves, it seems like. Ah, there's a warp. Okay, that's how we do. That makes sense. No, any treasure... Okay, we'll play one game. Get out the way, man. Oh, I gotta press the Y button. Is there like a heart here somewhere, I bet? there's a heart piece or something in here. Ah, so you can't dig where those things were. Interesting. Alright, well, let's go back to town, then. And we'll find the warp in Kakariko. Or Kakariko. We'll go back to Kakapupu Town. Yeah, Kakapupu. God, I'm so funny. Truly, I am the king of comedy. Oh, Gerudo thieves do kidnap Hylian men for the purpose of procreation. That's canon. Snoo snoo. Canonical snoo snoo, huh? Never thought I'd see the day. Never thought I would see the day. No, it is really funny that a bee can kill the legend. The hero of time can be slain by a bee is a very funny sentence, really. Alright, so there's a warp in here. We just gotta find the warp, chat, though. Ah, is that how Malon was born? Is she the girl from Wind Waker? Or is she the farm girl? I always get those two mixed up. Nah, I might not even be right on either one of them, to be quite honest with you. Farm girl. Okay. Think at it again, continuing the Gerudo bloodline. He is creating his own villain. You know, we're just getting closer to the Star Wars plot, where, you know, eventually Link has to be like, or Ganon will be like, so Ganon will be the Han Solo of this story, where Link goes evil. Eventually, you know, they have to make a story that Link is the evil character, and then Ganon's the good guy. And then this is the story where we find out that Link is actually Ganon's father in one of these things. He's continuing the Gerudo bloodline so often. It's perfect. It's waiting. It's basically writes itself, if you think about it. Farm girl, also best girl. I would be. Zelda's pretty good though. Like the lovely princess, it's always a good archetype. But I can't go, you know, you really can't go wrong with the nice farmhand girl. Like if we're talking about like stereotypical like character archetypes. They're two good girls. They're two good choices. Can this thing be the warp? Maybe we should ask people around town. Somebody will know. Oh, maybe the bar. The bar might know. The bar is always a hotbed of information. Where the hell is the bar at? Not in here, that's Mario. Mario's in fact not the bar. I think this is the kid who was dying, right? Malon is really the best, and her AU self, Nia, is even better. A while ago, there was a boy in this village who could talk to animals with his flute. He had a pet bird that flew with him everywhere, but he went to the mountains and never returned. Huh. I wonder if the bird is the bird in the mountains they're talking about. I wonder if it's like a teleporter of some sort. Her AU Crimea. Interesting. I don't even know anything about that. But the golden powder has not returned. He's in the mountains, eh? A very nice young lady at the waterfall of Fishing River, where the river begins. Very nice young lady at the waterfall of Wishing. I feel like that's the lady who, the one that we can throw our bombs into and, like, get ore or something? Or I wonder who they're talking about. There was this funny comment about how Link's hug from Crimea reminded him to go back to see Malon right now. LPP, the power of Opie hug. It reminded him of somebody. He had to like turn. He had to stop his adventure right now and go back. Okay, so they're talking about the fairy who upgraded the boomerang and the shield. Okay. I thought maybe they were talking about the girl who gave us the other upgrades. Unless they're both the same person. They could be. I don't know. For all I remember. Where the hell is this damn warp point, chats? Listen, birds. If you get hit by the bomb, that's your own damn fault. And oh man, thank goodness. We got 10 entire arrows from that. It's sort of on the outskirts of the village. Okay. That's at least a good tip. I thought maybe it was like in the center of the village somewhere. Oh! Did this? Nope. It's just literally nothing. I thought I was all clever. I was like, oh man, I found it. I did it. I just got the item for this. This must be where the secret warp is. And then, nope. Nothing. Literally one bomb. Yeah, okay, the black stone armor, but we can't lift quite yet. We need a more powerful gauntlets for that. This way to the Lost Woods. Okay, not there. Yeah, it was fucked up, Cat, I'm telling you. I thought I was really onto something. It is by the Black Rock. Ah, okay, so we need to walk through the Lost Forest, eh? You don't say. We need to go that way and then walk it around. Maybe over there. We have the little plunger for it. Or, as most people would probably call it, the hammer. I don't know why I decided to call it the plunger. But regardless, we do have it. Ooh, this is cool. I like this. Okay. Alright, buddy. Alright, pal. I really like this effect, though, chat. This, like, shade effect, where there's just bits of light peeking in from the canopy. Very cool stuff. Oh yeah, in Japan, the magic hammer is called the MC Hammer. That's fantastic. Monsters can't touch this, literally. Quite frankly, it's impossible for them to touch this. I wonder, did Japan... Oh, sorry, little buddy. Can I talk to you? Okay, sorry, damn. Relax. Wanted to see if I could talk to you, little guy. Alright, well, I don't think me and him are getting along anytime soon. I'm about to say, do you think Japan ever had their baggy pants phase? Ah, okay, so that's 3 up there, but we can do 4 first. Wow, so 3 is like right next to 4. Oh, so this is the intended way to go to the next place. Absolutely just not as public. So you think the parachute pants was like a more... Oh, okay, it's a more insular circle. So more people that were like into like... I guess was MC Hammer was like 80s rap, like 80s pop rap, right? I always kind of consider him 90s, but he's not really 90s. Quit bothering me. Watch where you're going when you dash around. Sorry, man. My freaking bee, dude. My freaking bee. He was popular over there. Interesting. Okay, so how do we get him to release? Oh, okay. I was gonna start looking around town to find some kind of switch. I was kind of just doing that as a joke. You know what? Sometimes the bit pays off. Sometimes the bit pays off. It just goes to show you, chat. Always commit to the bits. Always commit to the bits. Interesting. So this dungeon's not very big. Surprisingly enough. Oh, thank you, cats. I will take a sip. I did actually go out and get something to drink just for this occasion. Ah. A little bit of Coke Zero in my life. Not big, but there's a small little puzzle to it. I guess it probably has to do with like the kind of like the multiple floor sort of angle. So I can see that being a little bit challenging to wrap some people wrapping their head around. What the hell is that? God. More rubies. Why is it a chest full of rubies this far into the game, man? I thought I was gonna get a small key. This game's so fucking mean with that stuff. It makes me laugh every time. Lamp oil? Rope? Bombs? I feel like I got enough rubies, my friend, for all of those and more. I thought for a second maybe those stars were like a teleporter of some sort, but I guess not. I guess they're just floating stars that just run at you. This is a thieves' den. Why wouldn't there be stolen rubies? This is the thieves' den? I thought it was just a regular ass dungeon, like you know, a random dungeon to a certain extent. I guess those guys down there, they kind of look thievery-ish. They're like devious little reptiles. I'm so sick and tired of there being nothing. All these bomb places are so damn useless, man. Just to be sure, I'm assuming my hook shot can't get. Okay, I can't. Damn CDI scene lives rent-free in my head. I mean, to be fair, the CDI scenes are pretty fucking good. To be fair to your head, there's a reason they're so memorable. Yeah, we can literally do nothing in here. So our option is just to drop down and keep exploring. Oh my god. Oh. Those stars turned me into a rabbit. Now, I wonder if I could talk to the lizards when I'm a rabbit, or is it just like a negative stat penalty so I can't attack? That I don't know yet. The thieves that were from Kakariko went lost seemingly, and here they're lizard men. Aha! So their thievery made them furries. I see. I see what the game's trying to say here. Chat, if you guys end up being bad, end up being thieves, you'll end up being turned into a furry. I don't think you guys want that. Was Alex Jones right all along? Well, I don't know, maybe not about... I don't know if they're gay furries. They could be, for all we know. We just know they're furries. That like shows what's big about making the frogs gay. And I don't know if these lizard men are gay. They could be. Like I said, we don't know. It's possible. I didn't ask their preferences. They're making the lizards gay. Alright, so this is a new area as well. Even though everything looks the fucking same in this. Oh man, I can't wait for 20 more fucking rubies. Oh, okay, never mind. I got a compass, at least. Compass that doesn't do much. You know? Doesn't do that much. I already knew where the boss was, to be quite honest. The boss is just right there. Oh, well, thank you, compass. Thank you, compass. Where would I be without your guiding light? Certain species of frogs do go a sex change to their partner list as some sort of evolutionary self-preservation mechanism. That's interesting. What a strange creature the frog is. So the frogs do be gay, but on their own rather than the water. That is so bizarre. The frogs just go undergo a sex change basically whenever they want to a certain extent. If they're just feeling too lonely some days, they're like, all right, well, you know what? Let's change things up a notch. Okay, so let me go. Can I talk to this guy? No, I can't. Okay, so I don't think the bunny does anything. You know, any frog tubers can. Not off the top of my head. I bet you there are some frog tubers, though. Am I missing? I must be missing something. I don't see any chest lying around, though. I feel like we've gotten all the chest. Something here that we need to get, perhaps? Man, these thieves are pretty tough, though. So the Rocco movie was a double entendre joke on that, as everything always is in Rocco. Oh, is it? So it's got something to do with the big heads then. Oh, yeah, because, oh, there's a chest. What is it? Oh, so I gotta wrap all the way around and then come back on this one. I see. Okay, that's the idea. Yeah, because, Bob Bighead, I think his name is, right? Oh, is there also something to open that door? Yeah, Ralph becomes Rachel. Yeah, it's Bob's son undergoes a sex change, and because they're frogs, it's something that they can just do. So that's part of the joke, I'm assuming. Calling them bitchless, that's pretty funny. I should watch that movie. I like Rocco. I just really get behind on, like, watching stuff. Unless I have a really, really strong reason to watch something. It takes me a while to watch anything, really. Ah, go. Alright, so I think I can go down here. Oh, it's Ed. Okay. I know he has, like, a very, very normal name, which is funny. Oh, wow. I got the boss key already. Don't mind if I do, I suppose. Now I gotta listen to this damn... Okay. You know what? That's good. Just kill me. So I can use my fairy and I don't gotta hear the noise. Also, I always thought in this picture right here, like, Link has a little helmet on. And the pink hair is like the helm visor kind of deal. That's always what I see when I look at that, when I see that image of Zelda, or Link rather, hitting the ground. I always think of him as like wearing a little helmet that just falls on his head. Sci-fi Link. No, like a knight's helm. I forgot what that the little piece they put down in front of their eyes in like a really old-fashioned knight's helmet is what is like the picture that jumps to my head every time I see Link hit the ground like that. Whoop, whoop. Oh, whatever. I'll just. You know what? I think this should probably do it, right? Yeah, that did. That does it. They just do a little jump after they get frozen in place. All right. Fair enough. Interesting. I guess maybe we have to open the door elsewhere. Bow, 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 bow. Can these get moved? That's the question. They're just kind of ominously sitting over here. The block staring at me. Ominously. Oh, that's a good SpongeBob bit. Wee woo. Wee woo. Well, if you think about it, SpongeBob is kind of like the more child-friendly. Oh my god. Alright, so he can just wrap around those. It's kind of, he's like, SpongeBob is kind of, I would say almost like a, oh, they steal, those see-through guys, they steal MP. Anyways, I was about to say that SpongeBob is kind of like a, I would almost say a Simpsons for like, not millennials, Zoomers, I guess? Right, to a kind of an extent? Oh, a fairy. Don't mind if I do. Miss Fairy. Please. Please. Please, miss, you must. SpongeBob is millennial, you say? Well, see, then my bit doesn't make sense. Because, you know, millennial already has a Simpsons. Like, the Simpsons are already millennial coded. You can't do this to me, Penguin. My whole bit, it's falling to pieces. Act 2, it's me, Zelda. Don't be deceived by the magic of blind the thief. Be careful. What does that mean? Is this the magic of blind the thief? Well, I guess if you call millennial, like the SpongeBob Millennial Simpsons, I guess that means you could just give the Simpsons over to the boomers. How do we save this bit? Maybe it's just doomed from the get-go. Get this fucking bat. Like, I like bats. Get your ass down here, man. I just want to talk to you and get the fairy out of your body. That's all I'm looking to do. Nothing crazy. Alright. Oof. Alright, there we go. Is there anything over here? Aha. Alright, so directly down from here. Do we care about going down there? I guess we can always come back later. Ooh, cool. I like the light effects. Can I? Okay. I mean, he's a bug. I feel like I should be able to capture him. He's a literal bug. How can Link not capture him in a bug catcher's net? Maybe generations are dumb. Simpsons kind of brought generations together. Yeah, kind of. Kind of in both regard. Generations are nice to have kind of like a... Oh, we need to throw bombs at these things and blow them up that way. I thought maybe just standing on them would work. Damn it. Okay, so that's for the boss fight. Okay, so the boss fight we're gonna have to use light on the boss. That one doesn't open. All right, very well. Wow. Okay. Well, some of these cracks are very picky. Some will blow up, some won't. Okay, literally only one does. Fantastic. Alright, well, I think that means we at least have things set up for the boss fight now. Some cracks are fake for some reason. I swear, this game loves its fake stuff. Like, it loves putting fake cracks in the wall. I don't know why. They do love that, though. I'm assuming they just think it's a funny bit. Oh yeah, this will give us 2 barrels. No, nope, won't. Gets us down to the death zone. Okay, let's... How many fairies do we have? We have 2 more fairies. Okay. You know what? Wait. Okay, turned him into a vegetable. You know what? That works. Wasn't what I expected when I used it, to be quite honest with you, chat. But you know, hey, if it just like that old Fist of the North Star picture I love so much. Works, it works. Alright, let's go south. Ah, see, this is what I was looking for. I was hoping for some hearts. If it works, it works. It's a lovely way to talk about your fighting style. Oh, we can go down to basement floor 2. Oh, we probably need to, because we might need one more small key to enter the final boss arena. So the small key must be down here. Love that so much. It's a good bit. It's a funny fucking bit. Oh, I bet you maybe do we get like this? Oh, no, Link's just What do you mean I can lift that thing but I can't lift a small black rock? What is the power scaling in this universe about? It's not black, so you're strong enough. That's a very funny sentence. It's just it's not black, so you're strong enough to grab it. What a weird world. What the hell? I can just go through it? Why is there even a keyhole there? Yeah. Okay, grab it. All right, very well. She's a trap. I'm gonna look around first before I talk to her. She's evil. She exudes an evil energy to her, chat. There's just something about that young maiden I just simply don't trust. Good luck. Can you just go down already? I like that little thing is just sitting very like just hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Okay, there's literally no reason. All right, I'm just gonna fucking. Okay, they're just immune to Quake? They're just immune to Quake. All right. Well played. Well played. I don't got nothing to say about that. They're floating. What's an earthquake going to do? Well, you know what? In my defense, you're right, Penguin. I'm going to try and defend myself here. Here I go. In my defense, I did get to use Quake on something that was under the water. So there was some precedent for it. Some. Not a lot. That's my cope. So how's that? That feels like a pretty decent bit of cope. Feels like not too bad. It's not like premium grade cope. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Uh-oh. Ah, we got the Titan's Mitt. Now you can lift the heaviest stones that were once impossible to budge. Ah, so it's just trying to get me to lose a heart. I see. Alright, now I can go get the girly. I think, if I remember, I don't know why I think I know this, but I think she's like the boss. And you gotta bring her to the evil lair for some reason. I think. I think I gotta take her to the evil lair. I said, it's been literally decades since I've played this game. For some reason, this is in my noggin as a thing you have to do. I don't know if I'm right, but I feel like I'm right. And I put her in the light. Oh, yep, I was right. Hell yeah. Yeah, too bright. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, so probably bow and arrow. My God, fucking lasers? Maybe I have to lamp. Oh, I did. Oh, I actually have to hit them. Okay. So the arrows just don't work on them. Interesting. I wonder if this will. No, that doesn't work. This... What in the great googly moogly is going on here? How many damn floating heads they gonna throw at me? I'm doing it right? I just gotta keep punching the boss, I imagine. Holy guacamole, man. I didn't think I was fucking playing Toho today. Jesus, man. That's like the first time I've seen Zelda, like a Legend of Zelda game become a bullet hell. So fun fact, Blind takes 9 hits no matter what sword slash... Oh, really? So you cannot speed up the process no matter what you use against him. Interesting. Knack 2, because of you I can escape from the clutches of the evil monster. Thank you. As the wise man sealed the way to the dark world, the Knights of Hyrule defended them from the attacks of evil monsters. I heard that the Knights of Hyrule were nearly wiped out in that battle. You are perhaps the last one to carry on the bloodline of the Knights. Oh, so we are... So our uncle was also a Knight of Hyrule? It is ironic that the last one in the line has the potential to become the hero of legend. Surely you can destroy Ganon. So does that mean that Link, canonically, this Link at least, since he's the last of his bloodline, he will be maidenless forever? He will never heir a child? Alright, so what did we want to go to next? Did we want to go to 6 next? Was that the idea, chat? Also, hello, Wimpy. Hello. Welcome in. Joined us just in time for some Legend of Zelda. We're in the Dark World right now. We've gotten halfway through, collecting 4 crystals, I think? No, we just collected 3. There's 7 places. I didn't know if I'd make it tonight. How much longer are you going to be going on? I don't know. Probably going at least till 9:30, I assume. You can do a lot now that you have the mitts. Oh, okay. So a lot of the pathways open up now. Ribbit, your body did not change. You are not just an ordinary guy, are you? I used to live in Kakariko Town. Wonder what my partner is doing there without me. Take me to my partner. Ba-ba-ba-da-da-da. Cool, I can turn in once I'm home then. Ah, are you on your way home currently? Still like on the road, I'm assuming. Village of Outcast. People without rubies do not apply. Damn. Even the rent in these places are still expensive, huh? Rent prices are just out of control, even in the Dark World. Okay, so this is not your partner's home. That's just $300. I robbed somebody completely blind. That's unfortunate. Oh, these birds are cute, though. Look at them. Are they little skeleton parrots? They're adorable. They're so cute. I fucking love birds, man. I don't know when I became a bird guy. But I'm unfortunately a fan of them. I'm just a fan of the birds. I think birds are fucking cute. I don't think a parrot's like a fun pet, though. A friend of mine way back in the day, chat, had a parrot for his pet. And boy, howdy was it loud. Okay, so that's not his partner in crime. How about here? Are you his partner? Sure. Okay, do they repeat, I wonder? I just stole somebody's whole life savings, so. Ooh, we found a piece of heart. I guess that was the main thing to find there, huh? Ah, so he's from Kakariko. Oh, so he's actually from Light World Kakariko. Oh yeah, because he's actually a monster right now, right? So technically he doesn't belong in this world. I still can't lift these things up, though. Even with my Titan glove. Alright, cool. We got a piece of heart from there. I like the Earthbound menu. I like the Earthbound menu pool that we just got chilling here. Okay, there's a house. I want to see if there's any other houses to explore before we leave. Oop. Ah, he's just a humble shop owner. Well, you know what? I didn't talk to him. Let's talk to him. Maybe he's got something besides just being a humble shop opener. Nope. He's got nothing. Nothing to blow up. Nothing to bomb. I guess it's nice that there's so many bombs back here in case you need it for the dungeon or something. Alright, is there anything else here? Oh no, here we go. I'll say we didn't get a ton from here. Like, pull the Mario. Nothing to pull from this Mario. I hope this is another, like, 200 rubies, so I can only get 50 of them. Oh my god. I was genuinely joking. That was not the time to feed me 300 rubies. I can only take 50 of them. Why didn't you guys warn me about that? Guys, just let me go ahead and waste 250 rubies. This is all your fault. I refuse to take blame for this. Also, is this... I guess this structure is underneath the ground. Kind of fucked up. They throw you in the underground prison. They really plan to imprison your ass. Treasures are meant to be opened. Well, we could have saved that treasure. You know, what about that? What about saving treasures for a more, you know, opportune time, huh? Yeah, now we can open. Now all the Blackstone is within our grip. Within our grip strength. We've hit the gym. We got our new stronger, fancier gloves on. And now, oh yeah, so we'll take the teleporter, the natural teleporter back home. And we'll return this little guy once he came. Well, actually, okay, I went the wrong way, but I'm curious what this wood shop is about now. What kind of tips and tricks you got? Abracadabra, alakazam. The true hero will jump into the well near the smithy shop. I think I've already done the smithy shop? What the hell is a smithy shop? A smithy? Chad, has there been a smithy shop yet? You have not done that. Where the hell? I don't think, yeah, I thought for a second they were talking about, like, there's a, you know, like, back in the light world, you can drop off here. And I thought for a second that's what they were referring to, but then I was like, that's not a smithy. Now that I think about it, I don't know of any smithery we have ran into yet. Where the hell is the freaking teleporter? Oh, there's not one back here. I guess we just... Why do you need one? I was thinking about trying to save the mirror spawn for somewhere better. Well, I guess you're right. We technically don't need it. Oh my god, he's so fucking tiny, dude. Look at this small son of a gun. Can't enter with somebody following you. So where the hell do we... Where does this sucker go in this village? I guess we just keep talking to people and trying to put them into houses. Does it work here? Are you his partner? Okay, I don't think you're his partner. Are you winning, son? I'm trying. Currently, I'm taking my little son around here. Young Knack. We're trying to bring little Knack and find his real parents. But we don't know where they are. We know they're somewhere in this village. We're just gonna keep barging into houses until he finds his real dad. I'm just a substitute dad. I'm just the dad that stepped up. I'm not his real dad. Oh, is it? God damn it! Little Nakito. Little Nakito. Where's your real dad, little Nakito? Is this your dad? Where is your dad? Where's your folks, little Nakito? Little Nak is a full white beard? Apparently. That's just the Nak genes in action, man. How about you? This is not your son. Okay, I'm assuming this is nobody's son. Nakito sounds exactly like Naquito, which would be like calling someone a little lowbrow / redneck. That is... So little Nakito, parentheses, affectionate, I feel like is a proper use here. I am gonna find little Nakito's father. I mean, at some point, I just have to run into them. Nakito, those weren't your folks, right? All right, good. Let's go. I'm just saying, they were kind of his size. Where is this guy's parents? Must be on the outskirts of town. I think we've looked in all like the town spots, no? I feel like we've looked at all the town houses. I guess we'll check the outskirts. Wanna know, Lamau? Yes, please. Where the hell does this little freak go off to? All that is said is he's somewhere in this village, so it's not very helpful hints. East of town. Go east center, then one screen east. Okay. It's like, yeah, I'm somewhere in Kakariko Village. Like, brother, do you know that's kind of a giant village? Could you not be a little bit more specific? Oh, happy days are here again. These happy days are yours and mine. You found my partner. We are very happy now. Drop by here again, and that time we will temper your sword perfectly. Oh, sword upgrade? Sword upgrade? Am I gonna get a level 3 sword? Oh, hell yeah, brother. Oh. Jump. Down we go. They did say I was gonna jump into a well, and by God, they were right. Sword upgrade time, yeah, hell. I was about to be excited, and the fucking dungeon kicked me out. All right, you guys done with my Are you guys done with my sword? Temper my sword. I'll give you a big discount. 10 rubies. Why would I never want to upgrade it? To keep your sword for a while. How long are we talking? Just walk back in. I bet it's ready. Come back after a little while. Bonk. That's no problem. I'll just go clear a dungeon without a sword. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure nothing will go wrong going into a dungeon with no blade in hand. What the hell is this? What is this? A magic pot. Do I use my magic on it? You asked if an item would be useful earlier. Ah! What the hell? Hey, blast you for waking me from my deep, dark sleep. I mean, thanks a lot, sir. But now we'll get my revenge on you. Get ready for it. Is that okay with you, sir? He seems very perplexed. Hee, I laughed at your misfortune. Now your magic power will drop by 1/2. Congratulations. Now do your best, even though I'm sure it won't be enough. Have a nice day. See you. So now our magic, all of our magic cost half less. Was that his great master plan? Nice. The magic upgrade. Very cool. Yeah, I never did this stuff when I played this back in the day. Not even a little bit. I don't remember any of that stuff. I don't think I ever upgraded my sword neither. What the hell? I still gotta wait? How long do they need me to wait? Oop. Take that, McChicken. Well, I don't need my sword to do that, which is kind of cool at least. I wonder, is there like a gimmick run of Zelda where they try and... How far can you... I bet that's a YouTuber video somewhere, right? How far can you beat A Link to the Past with no sword? Green tunic is looking a little drab on you? Brother, I would love to know. Alright, there we go. I would love to know where I can upgrade this tunic. Ooh, listen to that sword swing, chat. It sounds dangerous. It sounds powerful. Actually, it kind of sounds a little gross. It sounds a little wet. It sounds like I'm cutting through, like, body or something. I want to get a heart and see what it's like when I throw out magic. Wonder if it's a different sound effect. Swordless is indeed a thing. How far can you go? Swordless. Give me like one heart. I just want to hear. Give me your hearts and your minds. Give them all to me. I want to hear my new magic blade. Could be only in randomizer though. That means okay. So, where can we upgrade our tunic? Can we upgrade it? I guess I'll just keep an eye out for it because I haven't seen anybody talk about upgrading a tunic. Maybe I can check the Nintendo Power Magazine thing. I bet you there's a thing about it there. Let's pull it up real quick, see if we can find the tunic. No, not this one. Not this one. There we go. Okay, so item shop, magic medallions. Let's get 2-page here. Shields, fairy fountain, skull dungeon, the shooting gallery. Aha! Protective gear. In the ice lake. The blue mail, which can be found in the ice palace, is not only said to keep adventurers warm, also protect them from the villains in the palace. It effectively doubles their resistance. With an old friend. So we need to go over to the ice so we need to go over to the ice palace. An artifact can be found in the ice palace, so we can find the blue mail in the ice palace. tunic isn't ice, but ice is miserable without the item of misery. That's just like my opinion, man. Zoinks. Well, Shaggy, you know what? I feel like Shaggy that you have a lot of experience when it comes to Zelda games. So I'm gonna take your word for it that Misery Mire is the place to go. So we're not gonna drop by Tomato Town. Instead, we're gonna drop by Misery Mire. That being said, Misery Mire. You know what? I've changed my mind. I think Misery Mire sounds more like a Fortnite location than a Banjo-Kazooie level. Or maybe there's a lot of like overlap between Banjo-Kazooie levels and Fortnite areas. But the only way, God, sorry, this is probably so small for you, chat. I'll try and kind of make it look a little potentially visible for you guys. Oh, now I've moved that. There you go. That's a little bit more visible. So the only way to enter Misery Mire was through a Light World warp tile. It is located on a high bluff in the southern west part of the desert. You need an item for Misery Mire, but you can get it now. Okay, so what item do we need for Misery Mire? I'm assuming we needed something for the actual level itself. The flute. Flute Karina. Mad Monster Mansion is Banjo. And see, I'm telling you, there's like Banjo and Fortnite. They both like their alliteration. Let's see. So let's go thumbnail view. I'm also missing a medallion for it. Wow, there's a lot we're missing, huh? Magic House, Curious Cave, House in the Sand. A frosty find. So we need a medallion before we can get. So we need a flute and a medallion to get to Misery Mire. All right. Well, I think at least I know the flute. Everybody's been, well, not everybody, but the people in the village have been talking about the flute. The kid's like lost in the North Mountain Range or something. Is he lost in the forest or is he lost in the mountains? I'll talk to the drunkards again. He's not in the mountains, so is he lost in the Lost Forest? Holy cow, that guy was crazy looking. Yeah, it's really cool. Here, I'll show it off again. So this is actually a guide from, it is the official Legend of Zelda Link to the Past Nintendo's player guide. So this is the actual player's guide that you could have gotten back in the day for the Legend, for a Link to the Past. And I think it's really cool to actually use these things while we're playing video games. It kind of puts you back in that time frame, you know, that instead of just looking up like like a game fact guide, we can just kind of go back and use a guide to try and help us get to places. I think it's quite neat. He's not in the mountain, it's the one west of Hera. Lake Alia. The Desert of Mystery, the Great Swamp. The Eastern Palace. Kakariko Village, the Lost Woods. Fortunes Told. Robbing hoods in the woods. Den of Thieves, a path to the mountain, mythical. So he's not in the forest either. Where the heck this boy go off to? Well, let's talk to the drunkards, they say. But he went for the golden power. I wonder where he is and how he's doing. Yeah, oh, is he in the dark world, perhaps? My son really liked to play the flute, but he went to look for the golden power and has now returned. Okay, so he's probably lost in the dark world. then, because that's where the golden power is. Yes. See, I'm putting my noggin to use here. See, I know there was somebody else who gave a hint about that kid. Boy in this village who could talk to animals with his flute. Pet bird that flew him everywhere, but he went to the mountain and never returned. Alright, so let's... Where's our pathway, our portal? Okay, so we want to go north in the Dark Realm. The Dark World, even. You can see the kid in the light world, but he's not really there. Right now, he's very technically in an inner state. It's weird. You'll see. Interesting. Okay, the laser sword does not sound different. But you said we could see him in the light world right now, right? So if I go up here towards the north, will I run into him? Yeah, she'll even need to go to his light world location. By the way, I heard that one of our ex... Okay, yeah, this guy. Sword beam sounds the same, but the slash with the beam sounds heavier. Yeah, I was about to say, it sounds like you're cutting through a body almost. It sounds kind of, not gory, but it sounds like, I guess, for lack of a better word, it kind of sounds like a little wet. Chunkier. Chunkier is a good word for it, actually. Alright, all these freaks are sitting around here. I have no interest in these freaks. But I'm interested in where this kid went off to. Is this like a thing? Okay. About to say, I was like kind of pushing against it. Oh, well, I guess there's a bunch of fairies here. Always use more fairies. Alright, there we go. We're loaded up on fairies. What the hell's down here? Is it just a fairy location? Oh, and a piece of heart. Not too shabby. Well, I didn't mean to take off their sign. I wanted to read it, but Link's just he's too strong now. Get access when Aghanim dies. Ah, I see. So, I'm as north as I can be. Is the kid just like really deep in the woods? I don't see the kid anywhere around here. I'm assuming that must mean that the kid's inside the woods. Let's go back and investigate the wood. There's a bunch of birds here. Alright, Crow, just look away, Crow. He's in a very specific grove. Okay, so I was right that he's somewhere in the woods, though. That does help, at least. Oh, he's not in the Lost Woods? Oh, is he up here? Oh, no, that's where the Master Sword was. Now look at see if the guide has anything to provide this. East, village upon wandering onto it, disappearing. Let me put this thing up here for you guys. We can look together here. Let's see, so the Haunted Grove north of the swamps. This thing here. Folklore claims that animals gathered around a ghostly form. Ah, okay. So this is where he must be, and then this is where... Okay, so we need to go to the swamps. I wish they wouldn't say that he went north, because that's definitely not north. This is the boy with the flute, and he's by the grove that's by the swamp. Okay. That helps. And see, this is the... I'm assuming this is the kiddo, and this is the pile. And so he's, like, over here. And he's, like, over here. Okay. With that in mind, let's get going. See, I don't know how that's north, but you know what? That's what Nintendo Power... That's why we're playing with power. We have the Nintendo Player's Handbook. We're not some like rinky-dink operation around here. We got the real shit. Get the power, the Nintendo Power. Impress all your friends at school. Those magazines were really cool back in the day. I don't think I had Nintendo Power, but I definitely had some Game Informer and EGM. So I think that was Electronic Gaming Monthly. I had some magazines from both those publishers. And I do wish I was just... I mean, in general, I wish I was smarter as a kid by keeping all of my stuff better kept. But those magazines I really liked. Alright, so I think we needed to trigger the ghostly scene. I think we've seen it before, though. But now... Boy, these soldiers are brave. I'm shooting out laser beams out of my sword, and they're still just charging me. You've got the touch. Shh. You've got the power. Yeah! Alright, now... So we go down, and the warp tile's over there. Okay. Just needed to double check my Nintendo Power magazine. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Man, I'm so freaking buff, dude. Zelda? Not Zelda. Man, I still do that, even to this day. I always think Link is Zelda. Because when you hear, like, The Legend of Zelda, you think the main character is the guy, like, who the game is named after. I was definitely one of those kids who always mixed that up. No, nothing fixes my brain, though, unfortunately for Link and Zelda. Are those mushroom men? Get the clues that you can use. Oh, is that part of their theme song? Get the clues that you can use. Certainly, this means you want to play Zelda's Adventure. Obviously. What better... If I had to play a CDI game, obviously Zelda's Adventure is the one I'd want to play. I wouldn't want to play the one with the funny Mushu Man. After wandering into this world, I turned into this shape. I enjoyed playing the flute in the original world. There was a small grove where many animals gathered. I want to see that place again. I buried my flute there with some flower seeds. You borrowed a shovel. Nintendo Power, higher and higher, getting through enemy fire. Man, advertisements, man, they just don't work. Back in the... They sure don't make them like they used to. Hold on, I gotta take a sip of my soda, because I'm boomer posting again. So I gotta take a little sip here. By the way, methinks of now you've gotten more affinity from the Zelda games with this and the Oracle playthrough, general by your tone. I am definitely coming around to it more and more. I really like this game. I think I'll probably really like... We'll play Minish Cap at some point. I think that's the one... Chat, I forgot, somebody I think either it was Cat or Penguin. I think one of you guys recommended Minish Cap. Definitely want to play that one. I don't know, I like 2D a lot. Like, I like 2D a lot. So this kind of game is very fun for me. Just kind of going around, randomly hunting. Said it was in a flower bed, so I'm just gonna dig up every single flower until I find it. I'm gonna ruin these lands. So no animal can ever enjoy these again, as I perform my ecological terrorism to find a flute. Ah, we found an ocarina. Some could call it a flute. I think others would call it an ocarina. Maybe of time, even. Do you like Minish Cap a lot? Very much like this game with also the good stuff introduced in Ocarina. Interesting. That's cool. I've never touched Minish Cap, so that would be completely brand new to me. Thank you, Knack, too, but it looks like I can't play my flute anymore. Please take it. If by chance you go to the village I lived in, please give it to the tired old man you will find there. Mine is getting hazy. Please let me hear the sound of the flute one last time. Oh, 07, kiddo. I'm assuming this means he's perishing. That kid, they just killed that kid. Well, not intentionally, but we definitely still killed that kid. Bro is dead. He got treed. A tragic ending. This is why you don't want to be friends with trees, chat. They just want you to pretend. They want you to think that they are on your side. And then you turn around and bam. They turn you into one of them. The tragic fate. Too many young men and women get tricked by the trees. Every year we get another poor, unfortunate soul who believes in the trees are their friends. And they're never quite the same afterwards. Alright, so... Tired old man. I think he's in here. Oh, this is my son's flute? Did you meet my son? Where is he? Is he alright? Oh, I see. Well, I can tell what you want to say by the look in your eyes. Will you keep the flute? Or will you play its sweet melody for the bird in the village square? I beg of you, please. My son would probably want it this way. But still, I wish I could see him once more. Pretty fucked up, man. What a dark turn this story has taken. Well, I'll give your son's last wish. I'll go play the flute for the bird. Do-dee-doo-doo. I wonder if it'll be will this bird be like a teleporter spot now? What the fuck is that? That's a garbled texture. I don't think that's supposed to look like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he was supposed to look like that. Play the flute? Play it again? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so he is a teleporter. Very cool. Okay, okay, okay. Boy, that was a freaky little incident, huh? All right, so what's our Crow's cousin? Help us. Man, we've already replaced Crow. He's not going to be happy about this. Heads up, it only works in Light World. Yeah, that makes sense. Ah, so he takes us to the desert. Is that where we get our next magical amulet? Ooh, I like these crunchy storm effects. Yeah, I like it. Ah, Medallion's Death Mountain. Gotcha. Okay. Sounds good. Let's get to Death Mountain then. Alright, so we can go to Death Mountain, like, it'll just take us here, right? So this is Death Mountain, correct? I'm assuming this is Death Mountain. Looks like Death Mountain. Knack 2, I think the wizard connected the two worlds somewhere around the castle. All I can do for is comfort you. Oh, okay, so he's just here to give us full heals if we need it. I'll take your 5 rubies, old man. I know you've probably been trying to save up money, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I wonder if I can just walk up the mountain now that I have the Titan gloves here. I know last time we walked through there, so I assume that if we're looking for something new, we should go to areas we haven't been to before. And that rock, that black rock, I bet you that's where we need to go. We can pick that up now. Okay, no, there's actually nothing in there. There's just a random black rock. I believe you can do anything is both light and dark Death Mountain. So it's either way. Basically, we can go either Dark World or Light World for the medallion. Am I reading that correct? These guys are just invincible. Oh my goodness. Get your ass back here, brother. Oh, okay, you can explore both. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Now, chat, we just gotta wait for a heart to magically appear. Or 2. Okay, so walking outside the dungeon doesn't seem to really help that much. I was thinking there'd be something new there that we haven't seen before. But it just kind of keeps us safe from falling rocks. Oh, it's fine. I don't mind. I don't really mind eating to death. I have plenty of fairies to go around. As I said. I'm telling you, that still looks like a little helm to me. I still can't unsee it. Alright, Mr. Man, that boy's got the fucking hops, dude. That boy's got the damn hops. Is that it? Is that the medallion? Could be, I guess. Kind of just chilling out there if that's the medallion. You would think like a powerful artifact would be hidden a little bit more. Also, you'd think that would have been like a shortcut to use all that. Hold on, you know what? I'm gonna pull up the freaking guide here. Let's start playing with power again. Death Mountain. Alright. Fairy Fountain, the Magic Mirror, Ether. Okay, where's Ether? Artifacts found on it. Okay, so just as where the artifacts are. Towards the Dark World. Let's see. Indian Mountain stood Stone Sentinel. The top of the tower. Just pointing at this woman. Alright. Okay, so it didn't actually tell me where. It just says the artifact is found on the mountain. The Tower of Terror. Many caves and ledges. Spectacle Rock. Mountain. Mountain caves. The caves aerial view, which is very cool. Caves found in the cracks. Portion of the bridge, impossible way to cross. When he just reached the other side, he discovered another system of caves and tunnels. He found several that housed valuable items. Okay, so it must be to where we just were. And I just gotta explore those things. Okay. So I was on the right track. So it should be over here. I thought they were just like more connected than they act. I thought they were connected to the areas we were previously, so that's why I didn't really give it that time of day. Okay, we want the medallions. I don't want to go in there yet. We gotta look around here for the thing. Oh. All right, let's go down first. Oh, thank you. Manual still on screen. Appreciate that. All right. So I think we should probably check up first. Okay, so this is a bomb spot. What shall we find in here? Shoppy. Actually, I'll take a drink. I'll take a sippy. I'll probably need that sippy at some point, so I can keep one of my fairies. Keep one of my fairy godparents with me. Oh, another spot. Two chests, okay. 10 arrows and bombs. You know, boy, you gotta love the treasures. They're so generous with them. They're just simply so generous with the treasures. Can I? I'm assuming I can't. Oh, okay, can I? Oh, wait, I can just do this. I was trying to wrap it around, and my dumbass was just not paying attention. That it just went through the walls anyways. Oh, my stupid self. Alright, well, we're back up on money. Tell you what, Link never runs into money issues, I feel like, in his life. This man is just born to be rich. Ah, okay, so that's the end of that exploration there. Ooh, I can actually probably do this, right? Yes, I can. Oh, Fairytown, USA. I think it's gonna be a beautiful day. And American Dad is such... I really like American Dad. It's way more than I like Family Guy. I don't know if that's common... If that's like the kind of like typical response people have to American Dad. But I don't know, I feel like Seth MacFarlane definitely did some good magic with American Dad that he did not do with Family Guy. Super common consensus? I wonder what the magic is with American Dad that he didn't have with Family Guy. It's clear Seth moved on to American Dad. Yeah, it's weird because Seth didn't write Family Guy since season 3. Oh, really? I suppose that would explain things then. Boy, if there's ever an area I feel like that needed a big ass map, it would definitely be this sucker. I'd say this place feels a little bit more involved than the dungeon, so it would be nice to have a big map. Wow, there's just fairies everywhere, dude. American Dad got fun. Yeah, that's the crazy part. Like, American Dad did not lose the funny. A lot of shows of that caliber, you would you would assume would lose the funny as time gone on. But his stuff has not, in fact, lost the funny at all. It's very surprising. Is there really nothing here? There's just nothing in this cave? That's kind of crazy. Oh, didn't want to go through that one. Yeah, because this won't just bring me here. I think I might be hitting the Tucker out point. I think it almost might be time to snooze. I wanted to find the medallion before I hit the snooze button, but we might have to pick up next time finding the medallion, unless it's super close. Chad, is the medallion like super close, or is it going to take a little bit more hunting for it? If it's super close, I'll go find it, but if it takes a little bit more hunting, I'll leave it for next time. Because I think it would be over here, but now I'm under the impression that it's not over here. Medallion is not in the caves. Interesting. So it's not over here at all? Huh, okay. Weird. I would have never guessed that. Well, I would have eventually had to have guessed it, but you know what I mean. Naturally, I would not have assumed such a thing. So it must be up the mountain then. Yeah, I thought I was gonna have to like hunt around those caves for a while. Could have gone to where the medallion is a long time ago. You just didn't have the Master Sword. Oh, so we don't need any new items for it. Man, so cool. I love this art style is so sick. Even nowadays, it's still really gorgeous. I love the look of this game, man. I'm assuming I need to go through here to get to the top of the area. Maybe I'm wrong though. No, I don't remember. It's been too long. I'm assuming I needed to go through the caverns to get back up here, huh? Do I just do, like, Dark World travel? Use the warp point. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, now I remember. Because we were originally the rabbit, and then you can crawl your way back up here. Yep, it's a ball guy. Okay. Now I remember a little bit better. And then, yeah, you can stand, like, right here. I wonder if this is it. Do I just need the book? Hold up the Master Sword and you'll get the magic ether. Oh, that's it, huh? Hell yeah! This is the Ether Medallion. Its magic controls the upper atmosphere and polar winds. Watch your magic meter. Hell yeah! Let's check it out real quick. Huh, is it just a screen nuke? I'm assuming it's a screen nuke, quite like, wait. Luckily with our half magic meter, that's not too bad at all. Alright, chat. We got the stuff. So tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but next week, whenever we play this again, we can start off by going to Misery Mire and start our adventure up there. Hell yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I really like, I might do this one again pretty soon. I think I might even do like a little focus on this game. I like this one a lot. I'm having a blast playing it. Yeah, so chat, link down below for the Discord if you want to join in, hang out, chit-chatty or whatnot. I'm going to throw you guys at... Let's see. Why don't we go see... We'll go see Mr... Or no, you know what? We'll go see Miss Luna. We'll go see Miss Luna Rabbit tonight. Yeah, you guys have a good night. I'll catch you all on Sunday when we finish up Fire Emblem. Until then, you guys have a good night. I'll catch you later, and bye-bye.